So,
what clan is the problem under?
We're back.
What clan is the problem under?
Toreadors currently. Fuck.
You mean the pricks?
Prince, technically. The prince has technically claimed that as part of her domain. In actuality, it's currently being used as a hunting ground similar to the rack in Chicago. Oh wait, neither of you guys have read any more World of Darkness stuff. Okay.
I thought I got the PDF for that book. I guess not.
Chicago by Night?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to... Alright, first of all, so we're going to just establish that I didn't do right the first time in a lot of areas. One being, this is technically a session 0, and you guys are going to see why in a sec. So...
Clan Ventru.
Yep, I'll be right back with a paper.
Why are you so gay?
You guys are going to see why.
How do you remember anything?
You gotta fix yours. But you don't have to fix the other item. I almost had to. I dropped mine and it wasn't screwing for a while, and I was like, no.
What do I want my concept to be? I'm gonna have to see the book. Where's the book? There's the book. I'm not still in the book. You're still in the book.
So your concept, well, my concept is just professional. It's what people see as your.
Oh yeah,
character.
no.
Like
I don't know
hacker.
I don't know what I'm gonna do my concept on this time. So I'm checking. Wizard. No, it's okay.
Alright.
You can. There is a magical clan.
I have your book, by the way.
There's technically actually 4 magical clans.
Which one's the best?
Oh, that's a loaded question. Hakata.
Where's the
Sorry.
book?
Tremere are in the core book. Hakata are in Cult of the Blood Gods. Samitsi are in an expansion.
Do you have the Kata book?
Yes, I do.
Do you mind if I use it?
Just a heads up on what the Hakata are. They're the Necromancer clan.
I want that.
The other...
Oh, yeah.
All of them are evil, just to clarify.
I can be
Necromancer
evil.
clan, Tremere are just your normal ass blood mages. Samitsi are your body horror people. And
Yeah, I was looking through
the Banu Hakim are not going to be involved unless... let's put it this way. I'm going to make y'all read a 90-page book if you guys do.
Oh yeah, I just have to remind you the effect of this.
You're not getting a +1.
+1 to strength.
You are not getting a +1. You know what a dot... A dot is huge, my man. Alright, so...
Dang it, I tried.
It's similar enough, I think.
Cult of the Blood Gods is the first one. Ignore the second, basically half of that.
Okay.
So, I'm going to tell you guys first, give you guys... Since I've seen that people like Braden's little spiels at the beginning of the campaign, so I thought I might give it a try. Venture, it's the back of the clan section.
Back of the clan.
By the way, you're dealing with my second favorite clan right now. Sorry, my favorite clan. It's the one I've self-identified as. Second favorite, by the way, is Hakata. So you know you're playing into my hands today, right?
Well, I was looking and I'm like, what's a
Ventru
clan that makes sense to be a professional chef for?
Ventru, I can give you the 3 that I was thinking. Ventru, La Sombra, who are... Let's put it this way. The La Sombra exist, and I love them. I don't want any of you guys playing them. Because they are loaded with lore.
Which one's Ventru's?
Ventru are in the back of this book.
Bruja, Gango,
Bruja would also make sense.
Malkavian.
Basically, let me put it this way. Also, I'll remind you, random embraces do happen.
Tremere.
So, it is a known fact
Ventru.
that the Ventru have embraced soldiers, a prostitute, or 15,000. Let me put it this way. The Ventru, for the Clan of Kings, they tend to embrace some people, like, who you'd expect, like stockbrokers, politicians, Al Capone.
The personal chef to...
That's not a joke.
I'm sure it's not. Wait.
So me being a private person...
That would...
professional
I'm
chef
saying
works
that...
perfectly?
I'm just saying every concept can at least have 3. Also, just a note, you basically... A lot of the bigger clans would definitely want you, as well as probably the Samitsi.
Who am I looking for again?
Hakata.
Hokada.
It's not spelled how you'd think. So, in the aftermath of the revolution, in air quotes, we have found a interesting rise. Primarily, Jib was publicly executed due to attempted treason, obviously, and the Nosferatu clan have lost a lot of their power in the domain. Unfortunately, as one power vacuum opens, someone always comes to fill it, and the murmurings of the Sabbat are still ever present. As for what happened in Miami, we never will know. But Levi is back. Very few of his followers came with him. And... oh yes, by the way, the Prince is still a figurehead, and most of the Primogen Council is the exact same, save that, just save one person's change.
Sorry, I just noticed your watch.
Yes, work has convinced me to wear watches.
It's a very nice watch. May I see it?
It's beautiful.
One moment. Also, of course...
it's making my watch feel a little insecure.
Of course, it was $25, by the way. Of course, because it's me, the digital display is set to military time.
Obviously.
You've met me. Alright.
Same as mine.
Yeah. Speaking of, because I do believe I should tell you guys what's happening in the wider area. The Second Inquisition has eased off Denver. Not entirely.
Hakata, there we go. 199.
Also, just a note, the Hakata are still technically not a Camarilla clan.
I'm just checking it real quick.
We're going to go over, by the way, factions for everyone in a sec through character creation, and also the fact I will, this time, make a relationship map. I was supposed to do that the first time. I did not.
Clan of Death, Necromancy.
Are you really looking up their wiki, my man?
No, I'm looking up names. I'm looking up common names for French people.
Oh, great, you're from France. Which, by the way, just a note, France is still the...
well, I'm not from France.
Oh, I should probably explain this, actually, just as a wider thing, because I don't know if I did the first time. The World of Darkness has 4 major vampire groups. The Sabbat, who are based out of Milwaukee, not Milwaukee, though they do have a strong presence there. They are based actually out of Quebec. I know, weird, right? But Quebec, Mexico, and Mexico City are their 2 strong points. And Miami, of course.
Yeah, obviously, because fucking French Quarter.
Actually, weirdly enough, France is the stronghold of the Camarilla. Paris specifically, Mithras, who still hold London, and let's see, what's the other major group? Oh yeah, the Autarchus, aka the Independents, are kind of just still scattered.
Champion bullshitter.
Oh yeah, by the way, I should probably mention this. The Hakata are I've done that test of which vampire clan are you. I get Hakata, Ventru, and Banu Hakim. So
just from what I'm reading, I think you're definitely this guy.
I love playing Hakata. I love Hakata.
I love the corporation type aspect.
Oh yeah, that's the specific archetype I fall into.
Yeah.
But I believe that I do owe you guys an apology for Colorado by Night proper. I didn't prepare. So I am going to this time. Because there is the elevator pitch. So I do have 3 major... There's always supposed to be 3 major powers in a VTM game. These are not the 3 major factions. 2 of them are. Oh, yeah, and the Anarchs exist. They're not really present in Colorado that much. And that's primarily because they're trying to expand into it. But the problem for them comes down to a simple name. Gabriel. You get into his cities, and he will make sure to break every way that you can, save of hunting down and murdering people if you are not approved.
Just showing you my name right now.
How in the hell am I going to pronounce that?
Well, the last name is Hawaiian, and the first name is French, so...
Just tell me how to pronounce it.
The first name I'm looking up, I think it's just Joachim, but...
Alright. Again, the 3 major factions I have are a group of Thin Bloods who are coming in due to the chaos and the upheaval. The Sabbat are still here. And, of course, the Blackburn family. Joachim.
Oh, and it means child. It means God's child.
How were you not snatched up by the Sombra?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, context. Two groups ran the Catholic Church during the Dark Ages. The La Sombra and the Toreadors.
So technically,
Guess who was associated? Also, the Ventru tried, but let's say that they don't have a good relationship with the Catholic Church.
Yeah.
They did get good. They actually Protestant. Weirdly enough, Germany was a Camarilla stronghold, specifically
And
for
then Martin Luther.
Martin
That was
Luther
actually-
King? No.
Funny thing. So, the Nazi rise was actually helped by a certain vampire. He's dead now. Note how I say helped. That wasn't Hitler. Hitler's crazy.
But they didn't
That's
embrace
something
him.
that they have been very clear on in World War II. Hitler is not their fault. Humans are still the most evil creature here, arguably. Now, what this vampire did was basically throw a shit ton of money at them. And help. But it's basically that a lot of human evils are humans' fault, but vampires and werewolves and
like to add on to it.
they
and
like to
be into
help
it.
to make sure that they have good powers.
So, my name, loosely translated, means child of God.
Got it.
House of... Child of God's house. So it's the house of God's children.
Let me guess. Your character is coming from a religious household?
No,
Interesting.
but his mom is French, his dad is Hawaiian. They just named him accordingly.
That's fun.
And then he became a professional chef, and then he dropped that on people because he's a bit of a millennial asshole.
Okay,
Yeah.
how many disciplines do we get? I forget how it works. I know.
I'm gonna go through it with everyone slowly.
Okay, I'm just gonna look through
Just-
the whole thing.
But first I'm getting some concepts and I'm making sure that you all know which world we're going with.
Okay.
Also, I'm just gonna ask again, because this is still a new campaign, lines and veils as well as what everyone wants to see in this campaign.
Gotcha.
So, anyone want to go first over lines and veils and what they want to see in the campaign?
So, okay,
Do I have to remind you guys what that is?
possibly.
Line. It doesn't exist. It won't come up in the campaign.
Oh yeah, something to not be crossed.
Veil. It'll happen, but fade to black.
Got it.
Like, I'll give one of the lines I have is sexual assault / rape. I'm gonna just put rape for easy. But note that it
Kidnapping's fine, right?
I say kidnapping is perfect.
You guys are in Vampire the Masquerade.
Kidnapping
Yeah!
is okay.
Gotcha.
I'm just saying, rape / sexual assault. Not something.
What about
I will.
necrophilia? No, I'm joking. I'm not gonna do that. But considering where I'm
That's
trying to
a
take,
type of sexual assault.
is it?
Yes.
Disciplines.
What if I talk with their dead
Dominate,
body?
fortitude, and presence.
Is that possible? 1 second.
I want you to realize this. I'm the ST.
I know.
That's
I'm
one of
joking.
my
I'm joking.
lines.
Of course.
Again, I know I have one other that I try to keep pretty solid, but murder of children. Like, killing
Okay.
of children ain't gonna happen, okay?
But I can make a cult of living children.
Yeah, as long as they're not murdering
As
them.
long as you roll pretty well.
As long as I roll pretty well.
Let me put it
Gotcha.
this way. My, basically, DMPC, his entire feeding type is a group of children who he consensually feeds off of. Sorry, semi-consensually. I have to say semi because, so, he kind of has a passive aura of dread towards his enemies and awe towards his family. So it kind of gets he doesn't know he has it, but it's kind of like Dr. Netchurch, if you guys know who that is. You guys don't read VTM lore, never
I
mind.
just filled in my disciplines,
Yeah.
dominate, fortitude, and presence, and then I'll put dots in them later.
What's your compulsion?
Compulsion is, if you guys roll a bestial
Oh,
failure,
that's right. Yes.
I will usually either go with a frenzy, if that makes sense.
Or your compulsion.
A compulsion, if that makes sense. Or I'll give you guys something else, if that makes sense. Right? So, one of my veils is just any sex. I don't want to describe it.
So I just
I'm not going to describe it,
present. I have to have
but it will happen.
preference for palette. Okay, palette preference is my clan bane.
Yes, that's why I love Ventru. Because by the way, at your generation that can be very broad. I will give you one of the oldest Ventru out there. Is people of a very specific line set. So it's basically, if I remember correctly,
So like
he has
physically
to-
they could say I can only feed off Habsburgs.
basically, or Habsburg descendants, which would be a bit broad now.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
What
His
is?
is literally
I'll feed off the anyone who has any DNA related to Genghis Khan.
too broad. That would be for your generation. That'd be fine. I believe his is that there was one lord he knew during the Dark Ages. He can only feed off of members of his line.
Oh wait,
that is a Generation 8.
Jeez.
I should know because I read his stat block. Sorry. At the time, he was Generation 7. He's currently Generation 8. Blame the Tremere.
Wait a minute. When drinking directly from a victim, Hekata
yes.
may only take harmful drinks resulting in blood loss.
Basically, let me be more clear on that. The Hakata are a mixture clan of a bunch of smaller bloodlines that they did for V5. You'll see there's a list of lore sheets at the end of the book, by the way.
Okay.
What specific one, if you want to go into, this is the one I'm from. So they gave them the bane of one of those clans, called the Harmful Bite. Basically, normal vampire feeding is orgasmic. Yours is fucking terrifying. So, good luck getting people to consensually agree to that again, kind of thing. I'm trying to think of another veil, but I tend to be a pretty willing DM /ST, so I'm going to hand over. Oh, and wants. Frankly, my wants for this campaign are, of course, to tell a good story. But those don't really apply to me since I control what happens in the game, so I can kind of make whatever I want.
Wait.
So just fill those out at your leisure.
What do I call this? Their bane, the clan bane.
Harmful Bite. It's always the top thing. So, I'm gonna give you guys an open floor where I will answer anything about the campaign that I can honestly. Again, if I can't tell you guys that's gonna be important information for the campaign, to come out naturally, I will tell you that. If you guys have any questions.
So Veils is anything we want to fade to black on, right?
Exactly. It's basically, it can happen in the world and during the campaign, it's just, I don't want to see it. Note why I put sex. I don't like describing it. All right.
I can't think of a line or a veil.
Really?
I'm thinking. Oh, what don't I want? What don't I want?
Your mom.
Then just fill out your wants. Dude, if you genuinely don't... Again, I'll remind you guys, we still have an X card in play if anything comes up that you guys didn't think of.
Mm-hmm.
Just heads up. Because, yes, the guy who very much is a proponent of safety tools during gaming has done the safety tools during gaming thing. Oh yeah, that reminds me of one more. Again, just anything you guys need to know about the world that this is taking place in, just give me a shout. Because I'm already planning over what I want for the campaign, and I'm definitely happy with it. Really, because I'm gonna ask you guys, how familiar did I make you guys with how Thin Bloods are treated in this setting?
They were treated like shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. How much did I show?
Not very much.
Right.
Wasn't Gage or Dylan a Thin Blood?
No, I was
He was
the
Banu Hakim. Nosferatu.
Oh, that's right.
Toreador, if I remember correctly.
First I was Malkavian, then
Well-
Toreador.
Okay, your Malk is still probably one of my favorite characters just because you played him amazingly. The problem is that you got unlucky.
I got very unlucky. Just I'm feeding and I rolled crit a bestial failure.
You didn't. You tried to overextend a discipline. I gave you a warning. You still went with it, and and I let the chips fall where they may.
What's blood resonance?
Okay. I didn't even show you guys that in the last campaign, did I?
No.
So, blood has something from an emotional state, okay? Let's say that you were, I don't know, feeding off someone who was about to commit suicide. They would be heavy in, I forget the name of it, but it's the quote-unquote sad resonance. You get an extra die on discipline, on a few disciplines. Feed off of animals, you get an extra, I believe, to potence and animal. Yeah, I think it's potence and animalism.
So, for example, this says Oblivion.
Oh, dear lord, you got Oblivion. I forgot about that. Sorry. Oblivion is necromancy magic.
Yeah.
Different from blood sorcery, which is normalized magic.
Yeah, so it says blood resonance is psychopaths and emotionally detached.
Yeah.
Blood empty of resonance.
Yeah, that's actually a really good one. That basically means exactly what I said. Those who do not have a strong resonance in any direction, because most people do.
Okay, anything that is a line, a veil, or...
I'm down for everything.
Okay, what do you want? Since you obviously don't have any veils or stuff, so what do you want?
Oh yeah, by the way, just a note. Oblivion's also, is also shadow magic, if that ever comes up. Because they like that.
Okay, true age, so Gen 11 is... Oh, Gen 12. I mean.
We're gonna get, again, I'm getting the safety tools done first, and then we're gonna have some fun. Oh yes, also I should mention, you guys, if you wanted to, you guys could have also played ghouls, mortals, anything on the power scale. I'm not... Terror, adventure type story...
And like,
Gage, what was the one Gage foot?
How clans interact.
I kind of want to like have.
Brother, you just told me you want VTM and you want it bad.
I
That's
just want to know how like they have how the clans interact with each other.
Right, the diplomacy stuff.
Yeah, last time it was kind
I
of just like fuck you, and the other one was
That's-
like fuck you too.
That's kind of VTM, my man.
I know. I just want
Right.
to like have it.
Let me put it this
formal.
Oh, that's... Let me put it this way. Probably the most informal are the Bruja versus the Ventru. They have a blood feud.
Oh,
Yep.
I need to show you this. So
Yep.
at Comic-Con, there was this guy selling leather DM screens. They look amazing, and they're made of pure leather.
I should have gone with you guys. I'm regretting
And
it already.
I got a 10% discount because I rolled a nat 20.
Yep.
So I have a coin that if any of us wants to buy it, we can get a discount on it. Oh. But everyone else rolled the dice. They all got like Dylan got a 16, Gage
That's
got a
not bad.
7.
Yep.
And then I walk out and he's like roll, and I'm like perfect nat 20 immediately first roll.
By the way.
And he was like, damn.
Yeah.
What?
At Comic-Con when I rolled the nat 20.
Oh yeah.
Do you want me to make a DMPC alongside or no?
Do you want a DMPC?
DMPC.
Other than
we will introduce Dylan to this.
Other than
DMPC?
Gabriel Blackburn and of course the
Oh,
Lord and Savior Levi. I'm basically saying, do you guys want me to make up an NPC using player stats?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Player
So
stats.
you'll make
yeah.
it with us.
It basically is just, this is either going to be an antagonist or a powerful ally. Ooh, who do I want? Anyway, so, I'll add them to the coterie
Okay.
relationship map.
So people can just call me Yoke or Jacques.
Yep. So,
Jacques.
by the way, I am going to hand around a relationship map, which is just what do people think of each other.
Well, I have to think of my age. I'm a millennial. But millennial does make sense for Gen 12.
Dude,
right?
that's like 30s toward... Gen 12 is literally just anyone embraced in the last 5... Well, technically, the oldest Gen 12 is... Well, he's technically a Gen 13, is over 4,000 years old. Do you want me to tell you guys the story of why that exists? Or should I just say, blame Britain?
Blame Britain.
The answer? You diabloized Mithras, you idiot. The 4th generation Ventru took over the body of a Generation 13 Banu Hakim. He still has Mithras shit.
Wait, is Oblivion supposed to be a skill? It's not, right?
It's a discipline.
It's a
It's
discipline.
So you have to write your disciplines in.
Oh, it says wits plus Oblivion, so I would add my attribute
Oh.
and then my discipline score.
Okay, just out of curiosity, do either of you guys intend on getting retainers? Just, would either...
Nah, probably not.
Okay. Well, that shoots down one idea I had.
Well, maybe. I don't really know how.
I was basically asking if either of you guys would keep ghouls. It's a temp...
Oh, then yes, definitely.
Yeah,
I
probably.
definitely would have a.
You know why
I definitely have a ghoul of my sous chef.
By the way, a ghoul retainer is 3 dots on your advantages. Just note that later. They're considered a 3-dot retainer. But that gives me what I'm building. All right, so thing that I get to have fun with. Right, so what's the word I'm looking for? Oh yeah. So again, anything you guys need to know about the about the setting, I can get that to you.
Okay, so I was born in 1982. Let's decide what day in 1982. My true age is 40 and my apparent age is 35.
Okay? That honestly makes sense for Ventru. Oh yeah, I should probably tell you why. Ventru are a bit of an interesting clan. You see, they have their own internal shit of politicking called Dignatus. Basically, how much honor did you act with? Which, by the way, if there was one clan that I'll know... Yeah, it's mentioned. Their clan book, I actually printed the thing out. It's in one of these binders. I'm kind of a Ventru shitty. I know. So... They, by the way, back in the Dark Ages, were the clan of fucking knights. Like, I got on a fucking horse, rode halfway across the continent to conquer a nation, knights. And there's an entire Enlightenment path about it, and it's awesome. I'm just saying, I love my job. Okay.
Is Oblivion... Okay, sorry.
Oblivion is necromancy.
Yeah, but Oblivion ceremonies, is that also a discipline?
Oh, I forgot I forgot that this was just Dylan's cross to bear last time. Alright. So Oblivion and, what's it called? Oh yeah. And, Blood Magic, they have this little extra thing they have called either rituals or ceremonies, depending. Basically, they are more powerful versions.
But they take longer, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so...
Also, when I say more powerful, I mean world effects. Like, I'll give an example of one of the blood ones. I make my heart into a rock. It can't be pierced by a stake. But it takes you a shit ton of blood to do that. And it lasts... By the way, that lasts for 24 hours. And it's a very powerful ability because it's 5. Whereas one of the discipline powers is I turn your blood into a burning cauldron. See what I mean?
Yeah.
The ceremonies and the rituals, those are what you do like in downtime and shit. Meanwhile, what an ability has... What the dot abilities are, write as a different discipline, by the way, is what I'm saying. Or just write it in the back in your notes section. Because you will probably get a lot more ceremonies than you actually will have powers.
Yeah,
you can have...
Especially for...
You can have all of those, by the way. It just costs you 3 XP per level of the ceremony to learn it. Yes, that means that you can learn ceremonies at the same rate you can improve a skill. Disciplines are a lot more expensive.
So I should just do Oblivion for one discipline and then...
Oblivion
ceremonies for the other one, basically.
And then you do have a...
Yeah, and then
I'm
there's
saying
all that
I would
stuff
write that down in your disciplines area as an extension of Oblivion, but it does not count as its own discipline, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Alright, so...
Oh my god, my handwriting has just gotten worse.
John Paul.
February is the 3rd month or
second month.
Oh, I see.
I'm not good at
Yeah,
months.
you see what I mean by Hakata are very interesting. By the way, if you want, I can send you
the
a podcast version that will tell you a little more about your clans.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, actually, yeah.
The Hakata, you're gonna get one that doesn't say Hakata on the. It might say Hakata, but it will probably say Giovanni, because that was the old name of them.
But I see how it's binded because they're like
They're
your
really
oh my freaking god, prerequisite.
prerequisite.
Oh my god, my words are just getting harder.
They all have their own lore sheets at the end, which require you to be that clan, and that's basically like, oh yeah, I'm of this, and I want to spend some points on getting some abilities because of it. Like one of them is a clan of bankers. One of your abilities allows you to temporarily just treat it as if you have 5 resources.
What year is it?
2022.
Okay.
We're taking place a bit in the future. Then I'm intending on setting it in September.
Okay.
I'll give you
my birthday.
I know.
My character's birthday
Yes,
is
I know.
9/11.
You know that because of your clan, you will be dragged on your birthday into a remembrance ceremony in a chapel held by a nodist priest named Levi. We've established.
Well, shoot, dude. Now, because of my clan being like the corporate want the dead people.
Not just that. That's also Ventru. Hakata are a very interesting clan. Primarily because, funny thing, you guys are actually based out of Florence, Italy. Which, if you've never met me, hello, Quinn likes Florence.
What's another time when a bunch of people died?
My birthday is 9/11, but 1982.
We're during COVID.
Oh yeah,
right.
What? I want to have that as
Or
my.
after COVID.
Oh, I could have that when I was embraced.
No, I'm just pointing out, by the way, they also choose useful people and scholars. So if you were like an occult scholar, they would have definitely picked your ass up. So, alright. Let's see. What would be... So, now is the fun part of every...
How young, or what's the youngest you're thinking?
Generations or, like, age?
Age.
You guys are in an unprecedented time. I'm not. Hypothetically, you could be a child.
What about 19? So
Yeah.
I'm just like a really crazy 19 necromancer-year-old.
That would work.
Okay, cool.
Dude, when I said any age, I was thinking you'd say, like, 10.
No, I don't. that could be funny, but I'm not gonna do that.
I have a disadvantage on my computer, by the way. Because funny thing I learned, you know how everyone here likes D&D Wiki just to read from some of the weird shit? So there's a storyteller's wiki for Vampire the Masquerade with some very useful stuff, by the way. Like,
Oh, I look 19. I'm actually 20.
you could have literally been embraced 4 days ago.
Yeah, but I'd still be 22.
I'm,
For my day to death, I got you.
Yeah, I was more saying, 2022. I was meaning however old you want to be. That's your thing. Oh dear, some of these are cool. Sorry, I'm looking through the advantages just on Storyteller's Wiki. Just because I thought it would be cool to start looking through some of them. Oh yeah, I should probably mention this. So I was reading through that Hunter book. You guys are going to be encountering hunters as an adversary at some point. Just a heads up, because I really like it, and I already have an idea for 4 of them who are going to be like a recurring set.
So I was about to read everything. I have everything but my history set up for this part.
Sweet.
So true age 40, apparent age 35.
Yep.
Birthday and death date, I'll tell you in a minute. But
Yep.
appearance, so I have black hair and green eyes. And I had like jet black hair, like it's incredibly jet
Yeah,
black.
I went the same way, just so you know. So
Let me
I have,
guess,
like-
you went unkempt and long.
Oh,
yeah.
yours is unkempt and long.
No.
Mine is buzzed on the sides, cut trimly up nicely on the top, and he wears kind of what Gordon Ramsay wears of like a black chef instead of a white chef uniform, but his is like a deep black. It's because he's a vampire, he hides at night, and he just wears all that black, and then he just really distinguishing factors. He wears an enormous class ring on one finger.
That makes sense.
And he he has extremely broad shoulders, but like skinny ass legs. So
Yep.
I'm kind of basing him off myself.
Dude,
It's fuck leg day. Oh, did I say that out loud?
you're talking to the guy who can squat his body weight plus 400 pounds, dude.
I hate leg day.
Oh
I
wait,
love
okay.
it,
So
man.
is the Oblivion? So I
Obliv-
can have 3 dots in Oblivion.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically.
If you do, I will just give you the heads up. That would mean that you have 3 dots in Oblivion and 1 dot in another discipline.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Because
no,
you
I
also
just-
get a dot from your predator type, and you have to choose 2 into one discipline and 1 into the other, which basically is how you inherited.
Okay.
AKA, some people, I'll use Ventura as a good example because I like their clan, and I'll use Levi. His starting disciplines were 1 in Dominate and 2 in Fortitude. AKA,
2 in what?
Fortitude. Basically, it's the I made my skin
yeah.
marble. But that's because he inherited much stronger. His beast needed to be able to, take a shotgun blast to the face. Then
So hypothetically, 3 in Oblivion. Does that translate to 3 in Oblivion ceremony? Because they're.
it means that you have 3 Oblivion ceremonies that you can choose at the start from
see.
the list up to level 3, and you will have 3 abilities. I'm just saying there is a way for you to get 3 in Oblivion and 1 in another discipline using your predator type. Just a heads up, it's gonna mean that you're gonna be a little bit of a shady shit.
Well, I know. I'm just hypothetically.
Yes. Then. Alright. So. Do I want to raise it? Hey, Brayden. For the idea you have in the head of your sous chef, what would probably be their highest attribute, if you had to think of one?
attribute. Definitely composure and strength.
Interesting, because those are... I'll just show you what I have right now. This is not the build I made. You see when I...
That works.
Yeah, I was just saying I still need to find a 4. I was saying, do you think intelligence, charisma, dexterity, or stamina would be where he's put a 4? Are we thinking the same thing? Because I'm just going to show you the idea I had off the top of my head. Okay, looking... No.
Bind the spirit. Okay. I'm liking this.
There we are. So, here was the build that I was... Like, here was the... So, when I thought of a chef, a high-powered chef, I know that this is going to look stupid, but I thought of the guy who cooks for our president.
Yes! That's what I had in my head, too.
Right. Just a note, I actually know who he... I know a bit about... Then I'm going to move that dexterity over into strength. So, funny thing. Guess where he got his start cooking?
As a vampire?
Nope.
Dang it.
No, that guy... Here's a hint. He looks that huge for a reason. And it ain't because he competed in Arnie's.
The chemist.
I'm still trying to figure out if you guys will guess where he actually... Why he has that job. Other than he's an excellent chef.
Of
course.
Personal trainer.
Not what his actual job is. I'll tell you what he... Guess what got him the link to become the president's chef. Not this guy. The actual guy. He was in the United States Army, got out, decided, I'm going to become he was a cook in the Army too, and when he retired, he applied to work for the president. He's been working for presidents, I think, since the Clinton administration. And he's still going.
So I went to Le Cordon Bleu, one of the most famous culinary schools, after graduating University of Alabama. I was valedictorian at Cheyenne Mountain.
Damn.
I'm trying to write ways that this clan would be like, yes!
You could also just be that you have some connections that they like. I'll remind you, this is the same...
Well, that's what Le Cordon Bleu, it's the most famous culinary school.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Fuck it, I was hired by Ian Schultz to go work at the fucking Broadmoor.
Sure. Or you could have just said that you didn't. I was saying that would be where you'd work now.
Yeah, I mean...
You could also be... I don't know. It's not like there's some very rich asshole vampires who just sit around and have nothing better to do.
I was probably hired by a rich asshole vampire, wasn't I?
It's not like one of the... Yeah, I was just about to say. Speaking of, I am gonna need to know who your sires are and put them on the relationship map at some point. Because this is the campaign where I'm actually caring about that shit.
Sorry.
Also, I just want you to know this. Just a heads up. I'm not going to allow one of you guys to be couch surfing off the other as your connection of the coterie this time. I actually do want a reason you all would stay together.
Yeah.
I purposely have him. He was embraced the day the Patriots won the Super Bowl.
Wow.
In 2017.
Damn. Oh, that was not a good year.
I was like, what's some events that happened in 2017? And then I was looking at, and they're all serious ones, and I'm like, I don't really want that to be his death day. And then I see Patriots won Super Bowl, and I'm like, he was embraced the day the Patriots won the Super Bowl. Fuck you. Fuck the Patriots. Oh,
yeah.
did I say that out loud?
Yes, you did. You live in Colorado. We are not a very Patriots-friendly state, my man.
I think that's
And
false.
for the audience, fuck the Patriots.
Everyone knows. I don't think anyone likes the Patriots, even Patriots fans.
Well, they lost their only good quarterback.
I wasn't going to say it, but you're right.
I forget.
Dude, okay, to be
Their
fair,
vision is
we
to
still talk
destroy the Patriots.
about two of them, who I don't think one of them has been there for like 50 to 70 years.
Yeah, so Fucking John Elway was.
Yeah, we always
best
bring up
Broncos.
Elway. I'm the thing.
Like, oh, they got John Elway, and then they were like, Peyton Manning is like the new John Elway, and then the Patriots are over there. We have I'm forgetting his name. He's really famous. Fuck. And he was actually a really good quarterback.
Arguable.
It wasn't Peyton Manning was Broncos for them? It was. I'll remember his name.
This shows that we are not skill players.
Yeah. Oh, we have actually some decent seniors coming for line jobs. Looking well.
We do.
His name
Do I have competition?
His name is Matthew. He's a big senior, and then
Do I have competition?
possibly.
I'm not getting competition.
Me and Jaron are going to be guards.
kill them.
Mateo's going to be center, or you might be center, depending on how your snap is.
Yeah,
Because I'm going to be
still
playing
shit.
guard this year.
I'm sorry. That's my answer. Still shit.
Right now, my dream line is Mateo at center, me and Jaron at guards, you as tackle, and then I was going
Braden,
to put
You
Jeff
know
at
not to
tackle.
put me as tackle. I can't move that fast.
Well, you don't have to pull at tackle. That's why I'm putting you and Jeff at tackle. I don't want us to be pulling tackles this year.
You're right.
You know I can't move that
And
fast.
then Donovan as one tight end because Donovan's getting big, and then
He is?
probably yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
By the way, am I losing points towards
Sean.
leadership position by not going to strength and conditioning?
No.
Yeah, 'cause
kind of.
I've got work.
I'm gonna. I literally told my boss, hey, I'm gonna be showing up to work at 10 these days so I can go to strength and conditioning. And then you're going to football on Friday, right? I mean Thursday, right?
What football thing?
Skills and drills.
No.
I missed the first one. It's
I'm not
at
going-
5 o'clock on Thursday at night.
Dude, I'll just show you when my schedule clears up. Because here's a hint. Here. I'm working straight through the 30th. 31st I have off. And then I'm only going to be working Sundays.
Yeah, so it's every Thursday right now. We have skills and drills. I missed the first one because my dad was in fucking Salida.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to show up because of work. Which I think the coaches will understand.
Yeah. I explained to Jack that it was because of work and I don't recall it.
Just
And he was like,
tell him that I won't be able to show up till about the first day of actual practice because of work. Okay, where was I? Oh, yeah.
okay, so next I have.
Yes, I know. By the way, riveting stuff for everyone in the audience.
Okay,
Assuming we have an audience ever.
Connections, definitely. I have a little sister, obviously.
Remember that touchstones actually have to be relevant.
Oh, yes, that was.
Staring at Gage for that one.
What was his
I
touchdown
had
last
relevant touchstones that
I had to
never were
make
used.
them relevant, my man.
You did, but
No,
that
I'm just
was-
saying
and-
they're
Oh,
supposed.
yeah, fuck. This
You guys
taking
were-
place how long after the last campaign?
Last campaign ended, I believe, in February of this year.
So, okay, so the gang war that I started is probably not going still?
Game. Yeah, just by the way, note.
Because remember at the end of the last session I went,
Are we ever
oh yeah,
playing?
I summoned both the Italian mob and the Russian mob.
So
in.
that's over. We're not playing that ever again.
Dude, I fucked it up so bad. I'm
Okay,
not touching that
okay.
campaign again. Just to clarify,
Just like how I never retouched the Game of Thrones campaign, and never retouched and kicked you guys out
Hi.
of the original Ruby campaign and got you in a better Ruby campaign. Which ooh fuck, do we run Ruby on Thursday or Friday or do we run TNT? 'Cause I like both of those campaigns.
so do I. That's the problem. Anyway, that's a bridge to cross on Wednesday. As in, I'll tell you on Wednesday if I have.
I still got a plant. I forgot.
Oh, and then which other two D&Ds do we have?
Yeah, fuck. Do we want to run joke campaign or good campaign?
Let's-
Depends on if Connor can come. How about that?
If
Connor's
Connor
the
can't,
deciding factor.
let me put it this way.
If Connor doesn't,
I'll
want to
tell
come,
you.
then-
I think he,
I
from
think
how
he
he's
does.
been acting, he
he's
has.
got work
Yeah,
right now. I think.
yeah. Just whenever he'll be able to show up, man.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, just a heads up, once football starts, we actually do have a clear Saturday for a bit. Because remember, football, Saturday practices are in the morning, my man. We can pull them. We can pull two.
Let's go.
Yeah, we're awesome, man. Sorry. We're still trying to figure out scheduling, because we always are.
All right, Gage.
Yours sucks.
Dude, by the way, just a heads up, you guys are all going to have a blood potency of 1 unless you... Is anyone intending on being a blood leech as their predator type, aka you feed off of other vampires?
No, I think I saw something about blood potency.
Yeah, you all got 1.
Okay.
Just make it easy, so I'm going to hand out the chart. By the way,
Okay, touchstones I'm gonna have as I can't have my sous chef, can I?
you absolutely can. He's a
Okay,
ghoul.
then definitely my sous chef.
Right. By the way, just a note, though, that means that you have another player character, 3 dots of your advantages, and a touchstone tied up into one character. Just a heads up. I'm just saying,
Is that a smart play?
if he's going to be alive, yes. It's just, this is basically meaning that doing that will tie, meaning that if he dies, you're going to take a huge hit. He is not... I built him kind of combat capable, my man. By the way,
So okay, that's two questions. What's the sous chef's name?
John Paul.
Jean Paul. Oh, of course he is.
You made it! You said France, I went France! Well, no, by the way, he's from New York. No, wait, he's from Louisiana. By the way,
then
just a
other
note, how old
touchstone.
are you, out of curiosity, your true age?
40.
He's 42! Like, he's just a little bit older than you, which might be because, you know, he was doing a little bit of the army for a bit.
Okay,
where,
yes.
you know, of
Yeah.
course, he did the cook path, but he just...
He went into the army and was stuck in the army for the army pull of,
8 years.
you can get out, but you can't get out, but you can't meemaw me. Oh yeah, I went straight from, I got a scholarship to the University of Alabama, went to Alabama, and then went to culinary school.
Yeah, he's smart, but he's not too smart. Where my plan for him is that he failed to get into college, so he went the first time because he applied a little above his station. So then, after the army, he used the GI Bill to go through, you know, a relatively good college down in Louisiana, and decided, yeah, fuck college.
I'm going to...
By the way, he had a bachelor's degree in gastroastronomy, or not gastroastronomy, like gastroscience, and then he decided, because of course he does, you know, and then he just let that go and decided he moved to New Mexico for a bit and then came up here. By the way, just to be clear, he went from Louisiana
to New Mexico. Ew.
to learn chilies in New Mexico, and then went here because he was afraid, because he didn't like the heat that much.
Okay, I got a question.
Yep.
So how does this sound for history? I'm an orphan who grew up being beaten and hating everyone.
You're gonna have a low stamina, aren't you? For your stats.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I slowly went insane as I grew up because of just the lack of treatment and the horrible stuff.
Yep.
And I ended up planning
Yep.
the entire murder of all of the people in the orphanage. Now, hear me out, how this would work.
I'm loving this. I'm like, these are the kind of characters. Again, Vampire the Masquerade. We're not good people. Just to
Yeah.
clarify that again.
And this is why they would embrace me. Not only do I kill a bunch of people, opening corpses and all of the stuff for them, but I also did it in such a way that I planned it out, which all goes with their corporation type style of their clan. So they would be watching and embrace me. And then as a touchstone, because I would be an orphan, so I don't have parents or anything. There was a single person in the orphanage who was ever nice to me, and I decided that I would save her for last.
Would you like me to redraw the whole character connection map?
Yep. One moment. I should have a blank page. It's basically... Oh, yeah. I should probably tell you guys what that act...
And then convictions are like things that you
Tied to a person, yeah.
tie to a person.
By the way, I'm going to require everyone to at least have 2 again.
Touchstones?
Touchstones. You can't have 3 if you want. And if you want to have 1, I want you to know that means that you're not tied to humanity too tight and getting...
No.
And by the way, killing off your final touchstone will lead to the wassail.
No. This is how
my
it's...
touchstones and convictions at the moment.
Quinn, you didn't let me finish my touchstone. My touchstone for this orphan girl who was ever nice to me is that I would leave her alive till the very last orphan, and then I would kill her. Unfortunately, she got away, and I was embraced. And then for my second touchstone, I can probably have like a counselor or something as an orphanage. Or
Let me see
they're
the ones
necessary.
you've made already, kind of. Or
I have no NPCs brain. I literally have...
so okay, I'm gonna
By
have
the way-
my
oh.
character over here, Gage your character over here, and NPCs in the middle.
right. By the way, just to note, the coterie needs to... it should have 2 lines connecting everyone who they're related to. The coterie all is connected to each other, and 1 line is what do I think of this person, and what do they think of me.
This girl thinks I'm a psychopath, which I am.
By the way, this means that your touchstone will have no connection to anyone else, but they'll just be a branch off that's connected to you. And by the way, there should be an arrow pointing at who has power, The coteries should all be both-sided. Just basically one of the arrows should be a lot bolder than the other, if that makes sense.
What's your character's name?
Creed.
Creed.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask,
EED.
have you been watching a boxing movie?
I haven't, actually. I know what you're talking about. I watched that, but
I'm sorry.
I wasn't thinking about that.
I still love the fact that... Why is that where my brain goes when I hear Creed is a boxing movie? Not something normal.
How would an ambition work with, like, my ambition is to protect this girl I plan to kill, and then I was embraced out of, like, a delusional insanity of, like, she got away!
Ambition of killing her, then?
No, protecting.
Ooh.
Because she got away.
That's a good
She
one.
went outside.
I'll remind you guys,
my...
ambitions are supposed to be in campaign long. That one's good. Damn. Again, this is why I love the fact that all of us have matured as players since the first time we did this. So we're all thinking, okay, what tells a good story? Because you guys are going to have your want, and then I have the world event, which is basically, yeah, these Thin Bloods are coming in and trying to make their own clan. The Sabbat are doing Sabbat things and trying to bring down the world. And, yeah, the Camarilla just kind of trying to keep the course of no one here is doing well. Definitely one of the parties is doing the worst. Because we all know that the Sabbat is in shambles.
I could,
Is that supposed... Did you guys not know that? The Sabbat have not been doing well in the current edition. Like, they're basically a shambles. A remnant of their former self.
You said the Nosferatu's lost favor?
Oh, yeah. They don't have... Again, the Primogen Council still has 5 members. I'll remind you that the Nosferatu already didn't have one.
Yeah, I was about to say...
Huh? What's your chick who escapes name?
Oh, I was just about to bring that up. To emphasize just how insane I am, I never even bothered to learn her name. So it's just
I'm still going to need
the
a
girl.
name. But then put the girl and put like parentheses, and then I actually am going to need a name.
Okay, I'll give her an actual name.
No, I'm just saying,
Yeah,
you
might
might not
as my
know
character.
her. Right, I just want you to realize that I actually do need a name.
Yeah.
So that I can plan around it.
We'll do... What's a suitable victim name?
I'm trying to think of horror movie.
We have a connected one as Gina Flores. She is my rival and former love and an old... Oh, wait, no. I'm foreign.
Yeah, you're so freaking old.
Fuck.
Are you foreign?
Daughter!
Yeah.
Gina Flores' daughter.
No, but it's an orphanage. No. Okay.
Wife. Or significant other. Partner.
Your person's friend died in a car wreck, and the orphan was there. Your person...
Adopted mother, then?
No, your person wanted to adopt the orphan, but then I killed them all.
Well, no. How about as she escaped, Gina Flores is the lady who adopted the girl.
That would work, yeah. Okay. No, okay, here's a
Oh,
bigger
dear
story.
Lord.
So,
I love this.
originally, your person's friend died in a car wreck.
She has to be alive still. Gina Flores has to be alive.
No, her friend died in a car wreck, and her daughter went to the orphanage. You planned on adopting her, but you couldn't. And then I killed them all and disappeared. Then your girl was like, well, I have to now. So she did. And now I just stalk you.
That works for you?
Okay, so let's see if I understand this correctly. So, your connection tried to adopt his connection.
No. Yes.
It failed, yes?
Yes.
And then
I murdered them all,
Then
and then
you
it succeeded.
Got it. So, roundabout way of saying adoptive mother.
Yeah.
Got it.
That's perfect.
So Gina Flores is like the connection in the middle of our character map.
Yes. Also, I'm looking through some of the stuff. Yeah, this is going to be very interesting. Very interesting.
Wait, is a flaw being insane?
No, that's the milk thing.
Okay.
Though I can find you something, but...
No. I don't have any of the dots yet.
Yeah, we're going to get around to that in a sec.
Okay.
Because I do enjoy the fact that we're all building connective characters. Yeah, this is... Yeah, so you're stalking him, yes?
I'm stalking...
No, you're stalking her. So,
yeah.
This is why we need a relationship map, people.
Well,
it's
I'm
because of all this
stalking
shit.
Gina Flores, which is
Oh, wait, I should put the relations on the
his
lines.
connection.
Yes, please do.
That's gonna be better.
But I'm not really
Remember to
stalking
put an
Gina
arrow
Flores.
towards
I'm
whoever
stalking the
is
girl.
in power. Just boulder arrow. Yes! This is how it's supposed to work.
And
Rifles
since
are used.
I made the Creed's connection to the girl like really strong,
now,
and my connection to Jean Paul is gonna be very strong.
if we're thinking about
It's
this,
technically bloodbound to you.
because my character is absolutely insane,
Yep.
I'm just thinking as an insane man.
Yep.
Or teen kind of mentality, because I
You're
I just
19.
never...
Teen.
I'm 22 in real, actual, but I was
Brain
embraced at
stopped.
19.
Funny thing about this, they're the reason why the Camarilla band's embracing children. The brain stops maturing when you are embraced.
And I was already insane at that point.
You
so.
are 19 mentally for the rest of your life. Or unlife in this case.
So anyways, thinking from this insane boy's personality,
Uh-huh.
wouldn't I want to kill her mother, or Gina
Yes.
Flores, just because she's like hoarding the child, the girl?
Please don't actually do that.
I'm not going to actually, but I'm going to.
Or if you do, just to be clear, if you do, make it epic. Which I think is my
I'm not
favorite
going to, but
thing
I'm
of
going to
that.
attempt to.
I'm just literally gonna write on the line from Creed to the girl as escaped orphan.
That works.
Oh, we got to come with the girl's name.
Well, the last name can now be Flores.
Yeah.
That makes it easy. I'm trying to think of survivors from horror movies.
Yeah.
Like, one moment, I'm going to check something.
Sarah.
No, Sarah Connor is too awesome.
Sarah Flores, actually.
No, I'm saying to base her off of. One moment. Halloween.
Well, the mother's name is Gina.
She's got to be like she's got to be nice. And she's got to be slightly...
Who's the survivor in Friday the 13th?
I'm looking at Halloween right now. The survivor of the Halloween first movie.
That might work because she's like she's strong enough to fight back, but she's also
I feel like
caring.
Lorraine is too much of an old person name.
Yeah.
But we could base her off of that character.
Wait. Who's the survivor of the
Wait,
original Chainsaw?
Halloween-
Texas Chainsaw. Survivor of the original Texas Chainsaw.
Aren't all those girls absolutely stupid as hell?
We're just looking
Not
for a
the
name.
Texas Chainsaw, because she manages to escape the Sawyers, which is a very painful task.
Sally.
Is that after her face
Sally.
was ripped off or not? Okay, it's Sally then. Sally Flores.
That works. I love how we're all just like immediately going around like, okay, we need a horror movie. We need a horror movie.
It naturally makes perfect sense of him escaping, of her being named after Texas Chainsaw because they're
Yeah.
and then
Oh yeah, I assume that we're all going for a bit of a comedic tone, but not too heavy.
not too heavily comedic, except for me and Jean.
Oh yeah, no, I fully plan on like committing murder constantly.
Let me just be more clear.
Like I am insane.
Yes, I'm meaning, but it's not going to be like, whoops, I murdered another one.
No.
I'm just making sure that you understand that murder will still lower your humanity.
Yeah.
Also, by the way, just a heads up, choose one of the. If you're going with that, you should try to.
So here's how the map looks so far.
Very good.
And then I'm gonna show who. I'm gonna literally just write power over who has power over who.
Yep. So, all right.
Wait, so touchstone or conviction? How long do you have to have known the person to?
Touchstones just have to be important to you.
Okay, so how about this?
Conviction is a rule around that touchstone, if that makes sense.
So let's how about we have this? Sally Flores. I saw Sally
Flores
Flores.
has power over you technically, since you want to protect her, right?
Yeah.
Touchstones, yes, they always have power over you.
So I saw Sally Flores
Yep.
run outside the orphanage, and then I got swooped and taken by the vampires to be.
By the way, just a note,
embraced.
of all of the clans, there are only 3 that would absolutely do that. Oh, we just found a murderer? Throw him in the back of a truck. Let's get him out of here. One of them is the Hakata. One of them is the Nosferatu. Technically 4.
So you literally are the only person who does power over anyone else. And no, you have power over
Yet.
the girl. You have power over the girl. Because
Yeah. Also, remember, all your sires have power over you.
Oh yeah, I need to put the sires.
We're going to find a
So
name.
who's your sire? And who's my sire?
We're going to find a name, and I'll make theirs. I'm going to make them using player character stats, by the way.
I gotta think.
Brayden, I got a great idea. So I saw Sally Flores run outside the orphanage before I got taken and run into your touchstones thing.
dear
Wouldn't
Lord.
technically my burning anger at the fact that she got away and went into your arms, make your touchstone my touchstone too?
That would work.
That would work.
Well, there you go.
We
Because
share
I
a
hate her,
touchstone.
and so my touchstone stone
That's
her would
surprisingly a
be.
good idea. I'm sorry. I was
hate her.
surprised that was. I was like, no, that.
So touchstone.
Then
I'm just
but
gonna
you
write
know why I know that that's allowed. By the way,
×2.
What's her name?
Gina Flores.
By the way, funny thing that I.
×2 touch.
Okay, the only reason I know for a fact that works, by the way, is one of the actual plays that I watch. So two of the characters are twins. They both share a touchstone in their mother.
That makes sense.
No,
logically.
I'm just saying, but that was the only reason I know that that works. By the way, when their mother is executed in a very good scene, if you haven't seen it, Sounds of Silence by Roll For It, Mathis is the GM. Great. I kind of learned a lot on how to run it from him. I've already sent links to you both, by the way, previous times. Neither of y'all love it, but I personally, I love learning from actual plays because it gives me actual, again, it gives me an actual, what's the word I'm looking for? It gives me basically moving, it's like a trial to see how it works. Alright, so that's all three, okay, that's, how many twos do I have? I have 5 twos.
And then I put me and Gage's sires down there. I haven't filled in their names yet, but...
Got it.
And
Yeah, alright. So, let's see. Oh yeah, I'll remind you, you've already, so you both have explained to me why in the world your clans chose you, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, my sire's also going to be my boss, obviously, right?
Yes.
The crazy old
That-
vampire who hired me.
That is how, just to be clear, that's especially how the Ventrue work. Of your sire you work for. Unless you pull a Levi, murder your sire and drain him dry.
Levi could technically be my sire, but...
Please do not. He's a
I'm not
generation.
gonna do him that.
He is a generation 6. Sorry. Hi, Arius. He's a generation 8. Funny thing, I actually originally had him as a Gen 6, and then I realized how powerful that means.
Do we need to add anything or...
We're gonna find that out later.
Okay.
Wait, J.K. Rowling made something called The Christmas Pig?
Yes, she's made a lot of weird shit now.
Okay, now let's...
She got insane. She was like, Harry Potter was
I
great!
need to look into this.
She had a little too much money for her own good.
Blood potency
Yeah,
of
like,
1, so
seriously.
add 2 dice, the blood surge, yep.
Yep.
Level 1, rouse, okay, I need this. Gage, you also need this.
Okay.
So, okay. Rouse, reroll,
Yep.
level 1,
Okay, I need to know
Bane
all this
severity of
shit.
2.
4 or 5.
So,
Cool.
okay, yeah,
Sure.
you need this. So, Bane severity 2.
1,
My
2.
Bane severity is 2?
Mm-hmm.
How do you know?
Because we both are 1 blood,
Potency.
potency.
He hasn't actually chosen a predator type. He technically could get up to 2.
Well, you could have. I haven't chosen my predator type either.
Yeah.
What is priority type?
Predator type, how you feed.
Oh, I feed on, with,
Just describe to me how you feed and I'll direct you to the right one. So, by the way, just a note. One of the options is to, and I quote, feed off of dead corpses. Do not actually choose that one. And here's why I know that. Because, again, it's a cool predator type, it's just
Well,
not the best bang for your buck.
since I have Dominate, I am going to feed off of waiters and waitresses.
Okay.
What are the...
Well, since my
what are
preference
the-
is going to have to be of fair complexion.
Okay.
Where are the...
I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to figure out good reasoning against that, but no.
Where do you find the feeding types?
Predator types.
Predator types, yeah.
He has a feeding type as his Bane. Yours is because he can only feed off of one type of blood. His is very vague now. The higher that blood potency goes,
Yeah.
yeah.
But right now, I can only feed off of fair complexion. Next, I can only feed off of fair skin or something like that. Like
It's normally like
further up until I can only feed off of albino women with large like something like that. Pretty much. Is what
yeah.
I can go to.
By the way, just a note: when we're talking about those high generation Ventrue, some of them have weird ass feeding types. Like I know for a fact that the former Gen 6 Prince of Berlin. I say former because he kind of got sunned. He was a tyrant for 300 years. Someone shoved a stake through his heart, blah, blah, blah. Not a great time. Anyway.
Mend amount 1 point super.
He only could drink off of Aryans. You see where some stuff might have appeared in the. Basically, they're saying he didn't directly.
What's the best feeding type or predator type you would think for a psychopath?
How do I want to put this other than all? Let me put, depending on how you.
Organ eater like me and Dylan were in the last campaign.
Please do not go with
No,
that
I
ability.
don't eat organs. I'm insane, not disgusting.
Let me ask you. How
insane, not disgusting.
Alright, so I've eliminated 4 because I don't think that this character would work with that. Those are, I don't think that you'd be a scene queen. I don't think you would work with farmers. You're definitely not consensualist. And I don't think that you're a siren, which is feed off of sex.
No.
Then, now I get to have the fun. Would you use physical force?
Yes.
Definitely.
All of the time.
I have only one more than I have to ask. Do you prefer feeding off of scum or feeding off of literally anyone?
Literally anyone.
Alley Cat, page 120,
Yeah, Alley Cat's perfect.
175.
Jesus
175?
Christ.
Can you have that?
I just pulled it up on my
And
tablet.
then for mine,
You get to choose a specialization of either intimidation stick up or brawl grappling. I would also say,
let's
like,
go over my feeding type real
Yep.
quick then. So I feed off of waiter.
probably
there's-
Scene Queen is
Scene
what I.
Queen.
Scene Queen is probably what I would. Like, yours was easy, that or bagger. Depending on would you drink bad blood or do you prefer it from the tap.
Straight from the tap.
Scene Queen. Yep. You have etiquette, leadership, or streetwise. I assume you're taking etiquette.
Yep. How do you spell scene?
I'll just hand this to you. Alright. By the way, I just want you to realize something. I had to build an entire NPC just off of okay, what do I think a chef would be good at? Who was also in the military.
Oh yeah, so specialty to etiquette. So
Yeah.
okay.
Probably just restaurant would work.
yeah.
So
I'll just put chef.
Yep.
These guys right here, are these optional or do you take all of them?
What? Oh, the things under there?
Yeah.
Yep. All. So you get your specialization. You also get.
So that means at least a dot in it.
You have a dot in discipline or potence. Yes, that means. By the way, yes, you should. With how you've built your character, yeah, you're gonna have at least a dot.
Gain 3 dots.
Also, just reminding you, craft is what you would use for cooking.
Okay, whoops, craft. So then definitely at least 1 or 2 dots, or maybe 3 dots in craft.
I'll remind you, you can get up to 4 if you choose to be a specialist.
Alright, I'm a little bit
I am a
confused.
Also, because you went to college, you're going to probably at least have 2 dots or 1 dot in academics.
Yeah.
Yep. What do you need?
Okay, so it says add a specialty, intimidation stick-ups, or brawl grappling.
You could also, I'll say you could also get like melee knives.
So I write that next to brawl as.
So I'm gonna ask,
grappling?
how did you do? Yeah, it's basically with brawl grappling. It's I grab your ass, throw you onto the ground, and start draining from your throat. Intimidation stick up is I grab a knife, say, you're not gonna notice anything, and start draining.
Chronicle is
Call her out by night, thicker than
Intimidation
water.
stick-up then, because that makes the
right,
most
thicker
sense.
than water.
Right. All right. Also, I will when we get to the time when we're over. I do need to know which one is your highest discipline, just so that I can give him the correct discipline.
And then
Ghouls get 1 dot in the highest discipline of the Dometer, which is you in this case.
And then
And
what
so
is
ambition is I want to complete the night of, and desire is total, or is it the other way around?
Other way around. Desire is right now. I want that. Ambition is again. Think of the names. When I desire something, it's quick. I'll give my actual example. I desire a good session. My ambition is to get a law degree at this point, and then be a criminal defense lawyer.
So, okay.
See what I mean?
My character's ambition is going to be something related to cooking, obviously.
Also, Justin,
obviously, open my own 5-star restaurant.
that's a good one. Just a note. Ambitions are very vague on purpose because they're never actually supposed to be. But that's like your goal for the entire arc. Desire might be like something that leads up to it, or something I love. It could absolutely not. Like my example is always going to be I just needed to I just need violence. Like that's my desire. I want to kill someone.
what's the
Okay.
chronicle?
Thicker than water because I'm good at naming things. I'm gonna assume that you're gonna take that dot in discipline in dominate. By the way,
Me? Yes.
Yeah.
So it says gain 1 dot of celerity or potence.
Yep.
Where does that go?
They're two disciplines. Celerity is speed. Potence is I'm gonna punch you in the face. Basically, celerity is a good one. Rapid reflexes is good for dodging bullets. The other one is good for other stuff.
So I gain 1 dot in celerity.
That actually reminds me.
My desire is to undermine other chefs. So, like, other chefs in the area, they'll suddenly get a bad health rating because a bunch of dead rats were found in their restaurant.
Right. Just also something I need to ask. Do you guys want a more socially based chronicle or a more I'm going to shoot you in the face kind of chronicle?
Social.
Of course. I'm just basically trying to get a feel out for how much what the kind of tone should be.
So neither me and Gage are good people, pretty much, is what we're saying.
Well, yeah. Like,
You're a vampire!
Well, no, like, even past being a vampire,
Yeah.
I am sabotaging other chefs.
Yeah.
They don't embrace good people.
His characters
Because
good
people...
I'm like,
sorry.
if you could murder these chefs, that would absolutely be
just a
great
note,
for my reputation.
as I can tell you guys, vampires don't... There are very few good vampires because they'll all walk into the sun. You're dealing with being cursed by God to fear the sunlight and required to kill other people most of the time to survive.
well, okay, but think about it, like
That's why I always eat what I
we've set up our characters perfectly for it to be a social, like, clans or this way.
I love
everything.
You guys know that this is the kind of VTM I love. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to keep charts of politicking, and I love it, especially because the entire court, basically half of them hate each other. One of them is trying to overthrow the prince. 3 guesses who that is. And one of them just wants to live in his gun safe house in the middle of nowhere and be left alone.
Okay, and then so
Yep.
gain 3 dots of criminal contacts. What is that?
That's a type of contact. Basically, you have inroads with criminal. You have a contact with. Basically, you just have criminal contact.
So where do I write that?
That's an advantage.
What are chronicle tenants?
Those are the rules that we make, all 3 of us. That's the
line.
those are bad things. Those we all they will happen, but those are the things we all agree. Lose humanity. Those are the same things.
So gain a state immediately if you let's say gain a state automatically if you
Right. These are just things that we all should agree on.
break tradition.
Here you go. Or I don't know if you were using it. Okay.
I would say break tradition irreparably. If that.
So I need to see what my convictions are with my touchstones.
Yeah. Don't you still need to give me a second touchstone, by the way?
I have Jean-Paul
right.
and Gina.
Got it.
So blood surge.
Oh, right. Blood surge is you rousing the blood, basically, to help you on a check. That's basically like, oh yeah, I'm going to use some of my vampire seeing to help me with awareness and that kind of shit.
And that makes you immediately do a, what's it called, check, right?
Rouse check, yes.
Yes. Okay.
So I'd put into advantages and flaw my ghoul, Jean-Paul, right?
Yep, he's a 3-dot advantage. Which just means that you're going to have less to spend later. But here's a hint. You can also take more flaws to give you more points. It's very nice. I just love the fact that I'm looking through... Oh yeah, by the way,
This
just
is
a
one
note...
of the cleanest character sheets I've ever done.
Yeah, I know, right? Just a note, Braden. You're also going to get a dot in fame if you haven't already, and a dot in contacts.
Dot in fame and dot in contacts, got it.
And then you either get influence, flaw, disliked outside of your subculture, or feeding flaw, prey exclusion outside of your subculture. I'm saying that you should take the feeding flaw because you already basically have it because of your clan.
I can't find fame for some reason.
What
It's an advantage.
Oh, it's a dot.
What generation are we?
12 or 13.
12.
Great. I love 12. Yeah.
Wait.
So it's a dot in fame and a dot in what? Connections?
Connections, yes. Why I say I love 12th gens, it's because I genuinely enjoy seeing 12th gens try. Because they are definitely... they're just on the cusp of being actually powerful by blood, but they're not. And I believe you're both 12th gens, yes?
Yep.
Because the lowest you guys could have gone while still being full vampires is 13th gen. And then we have 14, 15, and 16 who are all the thin bloods.
Since my clan bane is a feeding thing, if I take a 2-dot feeding flaw...
It still counts.
And your generation is determined on who bit you, right?
Yep, who embraced you.
So 11th.
Embraced both of you, yes.
Wouldn't it make more... Okay,
Yep.
character-wise.
Yep.
Wouldn't it make more sense because I'm like already kind of insane and barely something they want? They would make me the 13th?
That's up to you, dude. They're the exact same power.
Do you want?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I know. It's
It
just
actually
like,
make more sense if you're a 13th and I'm a 12th, because
Yeah.
then you could be assigned to me based on coterie of you're older than him, and I'll just be like
we were different clans, and I'm insane.
Yeah, not how coteries work. They mostly assign you guys out of convenience, or more accurate, or traumatized. Like again,
Oh yeah, we're definitely gonna have a comment time of my boss probably. Maybe my boss is related.
let's
to
see the harpy.
person.
I'm trying to figure out if it, no, the harpy is. I'm trying to.
Is my boss called the Harpy?
No, the harpy is a position. I'll remind you. I'm checking to make because we know for a fact one of the Ventru is a the Ventru of a harpy. I'm trying to figure out what her generation was because I remember I said it. I want to say she was a 9th gen, but I know for a fact that she hasn't. I have an idea. It's not a good idea, but I have an idea. So
Okay, I have to put my convictions with them.
So
Jean Paul, it's probably something about cooking, right?
it's up to you, dude. But I am gonna say we should.
Oh, it's probably gonna be. Oh yes, cooking will gain you power.
I was gonna say something about like an art form or that.
Cooking is an art. Yeah, cooking
Yeah.
is an art.
Oh, okay, so my character isn't going to be like the insane.
You're not a
does
Malk.
Random.
By the way, just a note: you entirely could have made a Malk with this exact same character concept, and no one would have looked twice.
Oh, and with Gina Flores is once I beat her, I am all powerful because I want to beat her in the kitchen.
But I'll remind you,
She's
convictions are not goals with them. It's always.
Oh, I know.
Never.
That's what I believe. Is literally like what I core believe is if I beat her, I will be all. No one can beat my cooking. If I beat my.
So it's basically she's your only true rival.
Yep.
Ooh, that's good. I'm looking through the different types of coteries, by the way, to see which one works for you guys.
Oh, I could have the girl or Sarah, whatever, as my only true, like
And like you're stalking her out of
my only true
like
friend.
you fully respect. her
She's
as
my only
the
true
survivor.
friend. Yeah.
Or what with her, like your thing could be, oh, if they escape the first time, then they're safe. Like it's life
No,
is
no, no,
sacred
this is
if
all-
they survive.
This is only for her.
No, yeah, for her.
As
can
my
literally-
first
you can have
mass
your-
murder,
You can have
yeah.
your conviction with her be life is sacred if it survives. Survival of the fittest, pretty much, just right.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest for her.
I
And
like-
for the mother.
You
She's
took
so
in my
tough.
only true friend.
Anyone who intercedes in nature's law shall be purged.
Yeah, basically. That's a great.
So just write that down.
Yeah. By the way, just a note. You know why I knew that one off the top of my head? You guys have met Lucy, the Tremere.
Yeah.
That's one of hers. By the way, just to be clear, the crazy wheelchair-bound blood mage, who, by the way, just a note, technically also your primogen.
Okay.
Ju-
What's her
just
price?
Lucy. She's the primogen who
You don't
represents
write
you.
any.
Yeah, I know.
Right. I'm just reminding you of her. You know, the one who has a mage in her back pocket. Not like maybe. Like an actual full-blooded mage. Sorcerer is one thing. Again, I've mentioned to you, mage is literally the most bullshit powerful of all of the World of Darkness, save maybe Mummy.
What are flaws? Where are the flaws I can take for feeding? And what was flaws in general?
They're in the
here?
flaws area.
Yeah, I'd like to find some flaws as well. Advantages and flaws.
I need to grab something out of the garage.
Disciplines. Is it before or after disciplines?
What are chronicle tenets?
Compulsions.
Yeah, wait, where'd you find all this stuff?
What? That's the table I showed you earlier. Just copy mine pretty much. We have the same thing.
Oh yeah, that's one point. Oh, I have one die for blood search, right?
Yeah.
You have two, because...
No, what? That's... No, you both have 2 for blood search.
It says one.
That's... We're at 1 blood...
Oh shoot, we're at one blood. Yeah, you're right.
I was about to say... Thin blood, I don't care about thin bloods. Advanced systems, extended test. Where are flaws and advantages in the beginning of the book or further into it?
Check the... Dude, there's in the front, there's a list. These are for the second. I'll show you. I need to grab glasses.
Oh, you chose it because it's red.
Yeah!
Yeah! Get some thick food coloring.
Disciplines, flaw, predator types. Okay, advantages, merits, backgrounds, where flaws. Are flaws considered advantages?
No.
All the advantages are should be in the same area.
God, where are the
One
page
moment.
numbers?
They're in the very center.
I don't like that. Yay. Flaw. Okay, yep. So flaw, illiterate.
What do you need?
Flaw. Okay, got it. I found it.
Okay, cool. Also, yes, I grabbed a red drink on purpose for you, too. And I just had to run up and grab glasses.
You are archaic.
What is archaic?
Oh, wait, you're not only older.
Just to be clear, those are without DM's approval.
Yeah, how does the flaws and advantages work again?
You have to take 2 flaws, minimum. However, you can take more. But it gives you an extra point toward... Flaws are bad things by your character.
Yeah.
Like, ugly is a flaw. Beautiful, however, is an advantage. It helps you.
I'm gonna take prey exclusion.
Cool. You cannot take all of them, by the way, because you already have prey excluding everyone outside of your subculture.
Okay, so, but they give you what?
The first 2 are required.
Yeah.
Outside your predator type, okay? After that, 1 point of flaw gives you 1 point towards an advantage, okay?
Okay.
That's it.
So
They also all give you individual.
I'm gonna take the flaw of steak bite.
so Crimson
Oh, that's good.
or criminal contacts, are those flaws or advantages?
That's an advantage, but those don't count.
Those are free advantages. They don't affect it.
That's the good thing. Your predator type gives you free. Then you have 7 additional. Spend between lore sheets and normal advantages. Oh yeah, by the way, heads up. Brain, you're probably not going to have mask, which is a false identity.
Yeah, obviously.
You do. That's not a... You're going to have to spend 2 of those on getting a good mask that will hold up to federal.
So, two disadvantages, and you get a free advantage, or 2 points in advantage.
Right, it's point for point.
Okay.
I'm just saying, you're probably... That with how you described it, if you don't want to take the known black body disadvantage, which is basically the government knows who the fuck you are and hunters are coming,
Yeah.
then take a mask to have a false identity.
Should I have bond slave or bond junkie?
You know the steak bite is a 2, right?
Yeah,
You're trying to get more points.
possibly.
Bond slave is bad.
I
so
read it and I don't like it.
The more dots
Bond junkie is also bad.
the more dots a
Long
disadvantage has, the more points you get towards.
It's also the worst thing. Like,
Yeah.
I'll give you an example. 2 dot, disadvantage, illiterate.
Oh, definitely I'm going to take long bond then, because I'm
Long bond
bonded
is
to my
good.
boss.
Right. Also, do not be bloodbound to a boss. Trust me, not a good plan. Maybe 1 level, fine.
Yeah, one
Do
level.
not get fully bloodbound to anyone.
No.
That's ST just telling you guys heads up. Not good time. Because then you lose autonomy as a player.
So I have 3 into Jean Paul, 1
are
in
you
Fame,
done?
1 in Connection, 1 in Prey Exclusion, 1 in Steak Bite, 2 in Steak Bait, and 1 in Long Bond. That seem good to you?
You're missing a few advantages, my friend. You got all your stuff from your predator type for free.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah. See why I like predator types.
So that since I took those flaws, that gives me how many extra points of advantage?
Okay, let's see. How many of those came from your predator type?
So, oh yeah, these are all predator. So,
Oh, that sucks.
Don't.
pred.
Yeah.
Pred.
Okay.
Flaw.
Everything else is a flaw, right?
Flaw.
That's 4 points.
Flaw.
Are you sure that you want all that? I thought the prey exclusion was also for your predator type.
It's partially of clinic, but you told me to take it just.
I said because it was in your predator
Okay,
type.
so I'll put pred then.
That's 3 points. Sorry, 1 point total because you've already covered your flaws. So basically, if you want to get rid of the long bond, you do without losing anything. But right now, you have 8 points to spend on advantages.
8 points. Ooh, goddamn.
Mind you, fame, you can upgrade those ones. Influence is good. Status is good.
I was gonna do
Resources, you always want money.
Fuck yeah, I have to. 8 points to spend. Okay, I gotta think.
Remember, any ones that you don't want, you can throw into the communal haven, which, by the way, right now has 6 points in it to spend on the haven.
Okay. I'm gonna have to put a dot in status probably.
Oh yeah, I should probably explain where I got 6 from. There are 3 player characters. If it's 4 or more, you get number of player characters. If it's 3 or less player characters, you get that times 2 towards Haven already.
1 second. Hello.
Should I cut the mic?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
So she got the 4 set as well. Please don't say you told
No,
them.
she saw them. She saw all our scores.
Good for me.
Yeah, she.
By the way, good for you too, man. Like 3 is respectable.
Yeah.
Not really, but
Yeah.
by the way, just to note, 4 is accepted by mines. There's only one state in college in the entire state that won't accept those. That's Boulder. Because Boulder doesn't. They only accept APs if it's a 5.
Damn.
They don't like APs.
That's stupid. Well, I'm getting a much.
I'm not
in fact,
intending-
I'm getting a higher score on my AP US history because I'm actually good at US history.
I'm good at US World and. You know what I'm worried about though this year? AP Stats.
I'm taking philosophy, discourse, and rhetoric instead of AP Lit, and
I'm also not taking AP Lit. 4 of them! I have 4 college level classes. I'm not taking 5, man.
dude, I'm sitting there. I'm like, pre-calc is technically a college level.
Concurrent enrollment, hell yeah.
Oh.
By the way, just a note. So I think it's a bit funny that you guys went with advantages. You don't have your skills yet.
Oh fuck.
By the way,
Do my points for advantages tie into my skills as well? No. Okay.
well,
I'm gonna get
they
my-
can for like thematic stuff, but
I want to
Not
get my
mechanical.
skills done first, and then I'll do my advantages done yet first.
this is pretty easy. You flip this over. There are 3 builds that you want. How special?
I forgot. It's
Jack of all trades is pretty much shit. Just heads up.
Mhm.
So there are 2 options. Sorry, Jack of all trades is good. If basically Jack of all trades is good if you have something to back it up. Like let's say I had 5 characters. One of you using Jack of all trades might work out well. If I had 1 character, I would suggest it because it gives you 1 dot and a lot of skills. But with how many we have and the fact I'm giving you guys the NPCs who can support you guys, I would not suggest it.
What's
Balanced is good, where you get 3 3s, 5 2s, and 7 1s. Or you have Specialist, which is 1 4, 3 3 3.
Should I do
So
no Haven?
I'm gonna go balanced.
I'm giving you guys a Haven, so that won't work.
So I'm balanced.
Balanced is a good one, hence the name.
So 3 3s.
3 3s, 5 2s, 7 1s. Means that you don't have any at 4, which is great, but it also means that you have enough skills to balance it out. Also, yes, I'm well aware that those numbers don't add up to right,
Yeah.
because it's about time commitment.
Okay, so I'm gonna definitely have a 3 in craft.
Just a note, so does your sous chef. I already made his skills. You get a free specialization in craft. I
What
assume
about
you're gonna
obvious
take cooking.
predator?
Yeah, definitely cooking.
Yes, that one
You
works
exude
well
a
for you.
predatory demeanor, and humans can't stand it.
Yep. Oh yes, that reminds me.
Oh, I'm gonna have 2
And that's
dots
okay.
in academics then.
That's a 2 dot. Does that mean that I'm?
I can just. Would you like me to tell you what each of those dots mean, just real fast?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, one moment as I pull this up. So,
So as a 2 dot, does that mean that I'm?
in what skill?
It's flaw.
flaw.
So does that mean I'm done with flaws, or I need another separate flaw?
Nope. That means that you're done with flaws. If you don't want
I
more.
choose to, yeah.
Alright, 3 in craft. Your creations can be beautiful or horrifying, but their intent is always clear. Which, just to be clear, that means that, again, that means if you intend on making something look good, it looks good. These are mostly crafts that are like, art and all that.
Yeah.
Cooking is a bit of a warped thing, but it's the best skill we have.
So I was gonna... What would 3 in finance be?
Oh, wow. Could you please do them by column real fast?
Okay,
Because that's how
so
it's
I have
listed.
3 in craft,
Yep.
2 in stealth at the moment.
Would you like me... I'll read off what 2 in stealth does. 2 in stealth. You can sneak by casual observers and stalk unknowing victims without raising the hackles. Okay?
1 in etiquette, I might put that up to a 2 or a 3.
Would you like me to read you off 3?
Yeah.
You impress others with your command of politeness, deference, and gaze. And 2 is, you know the rules of etiquette in each of your domain's popular night spots. These are examples.
I already have all my 3s put out then. Unless finance is not a good idea.
I'm going to read you off finance then. By the way,
I have a 2 in academics at the moment.
Oh, academics 2. That's what I was... Basic university education or tutelage in... Basically, tutelage in a, trade.
So perfect. That's exactly.
Yeah. 1 is, by the way, a high school diploma and night class and, community college degree.
What is 3?
3 is... advanced, like master's or bachelor or doctorate.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sorry, advanced education or dedicate. It's an excellent 4-year program and / a doctorate. Basically, excellent is like a 4-year at Harvard.
Got it. So what's a 3 in finance?
Thanks to your international trading, you make fine brokers. Basically, these are all examples of what that could mean. This is average for a finance broker. You're not...
So I don't want to take that much in finance?
You can.
I was trying to show them
4 is investment bankers follow your lead.
Okay, so
Would you like me to read off 2?
Off the 3 in that.
Would you like me to read off 2?
Yeah, 2.
You can manage a corporate division or bank branch. You can
works.
file your tax returns without an account.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah, I was about to say 1 is you can run a business and keep the books.
I'm trying to figure out what I should put my last 3 in. I'm thinking either performance or persuasion.
Cool. How about will you work that out? You said you had some questions?
I do have some questions, yes. Okay,
Yeah.
so...
Yeah.
So for flaw, known blank body, your biometrics, name, history, known associate...
That means the SI knows who you are. That means that...
They know you're a vampire?
They know you're a vampire. They know your biometrics. Basically, example, you see this tablet right here? See this thumbprint scanner?
Yeah. They know that.
They know your thumbprint. They know your DNA. They know your... basically, you try using any piece of... That thing is on there, but it's mostly for gangrel. Just heads up. Or people who are on the move. So, I would not recommend it. There is a lesser version, which is okay. I'm saying no blank body, not a fun time.
Okay, then what about a flaw suspect? You're not good with a sect at all. What sects don't like my sect? Which I'm
You guys are an independent right now. Moving towards... I believe you guys are moving kind of just...
Are there sects that wouldn't be very happy that I'm murdering everybody?
Yes. The Camarilla.
That's what I thought. I actually thought exactly that.
The most powerful one. Because the Sabbat loves that shit. They do that kind of stuff all that. By the way, if either of you guys are intending on playing Autarchus or...
So I'll be a suspect on that, right?
Anarch, basically it just means that you're not too popular.
I put my 7 ones in already.
So, yeah. Would you like to tell me what those are just out of...
Athletics.
Okay, makes sense.
Drive.
That's kind of weird to be... I mean, it's cool. It's just... You know that you can drive without a drive score, right?
Oh, okay. I was just putting it as drive for us to have so I could be a driver if need be.
Yeah,
so now I have...
That
so
one works, so does your ghoul also has it.
So
Okay,
then
then
now
I'm
I have
taking
3
point out
points
of
for
drive.
advantages, right?
You can take.
This is my ghoul sheet.
Wait, how many?
Is this my ghoul sheet?
Yeah, I haven't fully filled
Because
it.
I have obvious predator at 2 and suspect at 1. So does that equal 3 points that I can put into a advantage?
You have to. It costs you 2 when you're making a character. 2 must be in flaws. So you have 1 free one right now.
Oh, okay. I see.
Just floating around.
Is he also? Is he a jack of all? No, he's not a jack.
He is balance as well.
He's a balance as well. Okay.
Because I thought that was the best one for a character. Oh yeah. Also, just a heads up. Even with this, I would still want at least one of your combat skills.
I only see 5 sevens for him.
5 sevens?
Yeah, I mean 5 ones.
5 ones?
Wait, do
yeah,
flaws?
that's what I was waiting on. Is yours to see what.
Oh yeah.
Flaws don't work for disciplines, do they?
No.
No, that's what I thought. But you said combat.
I was saying your combat skills, which are firearms, melee, or brawl. I'm saying all y'all should at least have 1 point in.
So you're not particularly saying it for my.
No,
where
I'm
at right now.
talking skills with him. You're doing. Your thing. By the way, if you want, again, I suggested you take a mask for.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, but I want the second thing, so I'm looking for another flaw. Because I want 2 in Kabbalah.
You have you have 8 points that are laying around, my man.
How? What?
You get 7 to start with. Free point right there. You have 8 of them.
Oh, and I use that in this type of stuff too, right? No.
Everything. Okay. You can throw your points into the coterie pool. Any that you don't want.
Okay.
But build your character first, because you guys have 6 in the coterie pool right now.
Actually, 3 in medicine makes sense for me.
Does
Is
it?
it? No.
I'm trying to figure out why your character would know medicine.
So I have 8.
I have a 1 in medicine because that's basic. You need basic first aid to be a chef.
Yeah. Would you like me to tell you what a 3 in medicine is?
Heart surgery, pretty much.
Nope. That's 4. 3 is. By the way, just a note. EMTs are at 2. 3 is like you could be a general practitioner. 4 is surgeons.
I'm gonna put a 3.
So I have 8 points to use only on advantage, right? They can't be used for anything else.
Yes, lore sheets are a type of advantage. Which, if you want to go with a lore sheet, we're gonna have to have some converse.
Yeah.
Here's the hint. There are some good ones that I like. Okay.
Should I put a 3 in melee or a 3 in brawl?
What do you have right now in either of them?
None. Either.
Would you like me to read off both of those at 3?
Mm-hmm.
Because I'll remind you, you can always reallocate some points. Brawl at 3. You can more than hold your own in a scrap. Number 2, by the way, is you've received training in unarmed.
Okay, 2.
Just a note. Would you like me to also read off 3 in melee?
Yeah, 3 in melee.
3 in melee. Your skills with a melee weapon are known throughout the domain. 2 is clear competency with a melee weapon. Yeah. Again.
So me fighting with a knife makes sense as a melee weapon?
Yeah.
Melee. Okay, 3 in melee.
Right. That you can. By the way, I'll remind you. Then we're going to go through specializations as a group.
So 1, 2, 3. I have my 3 threes.
Yep.
1. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twos done.
You got.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one more 1.
I can always tell you what I always love.
Yeah,
throwing.
recommend.
Just throwing. The 3 I like putting them in is always, I like putting mine, if you don't have it already, in intimidation, because that's useful. The other ones, I always like putting one in like science, because that one can always come up. And
That's
occult.
why I put 1 in politics.
Occult, just as like, one is you've read the Bible.
1 makes sense for me.
In
For
intimidation.
Intimidation, yeah.
Yeah. See what? Okay, so let me get.
So wait, go over that. Make sure that's all legal, legit.
Check. I mean, you're absent a few specializations, but we're gonna go through that later.
Yeah.
You have at least 1 in the.
Does what's it called for my thing? Does that add more advantages and flaws?
Oh, what?
Because it's a different book.
It called? Yeah, I think that the Cult of the Blood Gods has a few.
Yeah, just maybe. Oh, it's right here.
Yeah, it's right there.
I was like, where did that book go? Oh.
Yeah, I think it has a few laying around there somewhere, but not many.
Yeah, I'm just thinking because it might be tailored more towards the.
Not. They have lore sheets that I mentioned in the back of that. I say we pull up those because some of the ones of your clan are pretty cool. One moment. Let's just. Okay. By the way, Forbidden Religions is its counterpart. Cause, where was I? You know what? This will be quicker if I just check real fast.
Oh yeah, how do I set the original attributes?
Oh, you get 1 4, 3 3s, and 1 1. Everything else is at 2. So just write everything as a 2 if you want to make it quick, and then start going through what do you think is your best, and what do you think is your... I always start with
1
my
4,
worst.
3 3s, and the rest 2s.
Yep. So, by the way, I have those numbers ready as well, just to tell you guys. How about we both do... Hey, have you done your attributes, by the way, right now?
No.
How about we do those right now? Well, I pull up the
Okay.
lore sheets, just so that everyone can have them in. So, I'm going to read off all of the attributes up through 4.
What does Oblivion use in attribute? Oh, it's wits and
Wits and intelligence. Wits,
What does
intelligence, and
Dominate
occult.
use?
Charisma and manipulation are its 2 most common.
Got it.
But remember, don't build what you think your character would have, because you were embraced after you were immortal.
Yeah.
Wait, how many? What's our attributes looking like?
You have 1 4, 3 3s, and 1 singular 1, and then after that, it gets a bit weird. Okay. By the way, I pulled up the correct one for you. We're gonna go into this afterwards. So,
I'm gonna pour myself a drink because I'm thirsty.
So you get 1 4,
just remember, I'm gonna need to serve those out to you guys later
3 3.
Okay, I'll wait
for
then.
roleplay reasons.
And
After
one-
the campaign's full started.
I will wait then.
So 1 4, 3 3, and
Yep.
1 1.
Okay. Do either of you guys feel like
Just
you're
mark
gonna be?
everything in as 2, and then we'll
Yeah.
put the one in. We'll
Do
erase one
do
off.
any of you guys believe that you would be particularly strong people?
I mean,
No.
How about I read off the 3 so that because I know for a fact both of your builds are not 4 strength. 3 strength is I might be able to break open a wooden door.
No.
A 1 strength is I can easily crush a bear can, but I can't lift a toilet easily.
I'm a 2.
I am a 2
Okay,
probably.
dexterity. This one might be the one that one of you guys takes a little higher. 3. My agility is impressive, and your coordination is good enough as as any trained amateur. Yeah.
Yes.
Would you like me to read off 4?
Yes, read 4.
You could excel as an acrobat and move in ways few humans can. He was the one who I thought might want a 4.
I'm going to take a
I
3
was gonna
because
say,
I want to do 4
3
in
makes sense for
intelligence.
me doing the fancy chef knife skills.
Well, because I want to do my dead, I'm going to put the 4 in either wits or intelligence.
I'm gonna read off the stamina at 1 because I have a feeling that
yeah,
the least.
yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah. Even lesser extraneous stuff makes you winded. Basically, it's you don't do cardio. You have no endurance. At 3, several days of hard hiking with a backpack is no problem for you. Does that describe your character?
As a chef, no.
How about, I was about to say, note, you have other life outside of your chef stuff, but
Yeah.
just note, I'm about to go into the social attributes, okay? Charisma, at a 3. People trust you implicitly.
No.
And you can easily make friends.
What's a 4?
You possess significant magnetism and people draw to you like flies. I thought you might want me to also read off persuade.
I'm
composure.
gonna wait for the 4 in that.
I'll read off composure then right fast. Composure 4. This is purely for you. You can effortlessly bluff at cards and manage to keep your beast. You have your beast mostly down on a leash.
I'm wondering if I want to put a composure of 3.
I have to have
Composure
a
of 3.
Composure of 4, obviously. For me, yeah.
You're dealing. I'm basic. I might ask
As a
what.
professional chef, I'm having to deal with people on a daily basis.
Right.
So,
Note
composure of 4.
that basically just means your 5 is, by the way, I love this one, so I'm going to read it off. The beast is your pet at 5 composure. Context: other characters with 4 composure. Isaiah, you haven't met him yet. Levi Blackburn has a 4 composure.
Yep.
Also, composure is what you use, what firearms uses. Because think about this, Braden.
Yeah.
Right. That one makes way more sense than dexterity. I always mention this to people, and they're like, that makes way more sense. Because why should being able to do acrobatic shit mean that you can aim a rifle well?
No.
Meanwhile, being able to... Right. Also, just a note, there's only 2
Why are you
characters...
exhaling? Hold on!
There's only
dead.
2 characters who I've made with a 5 composure. One of them is Gabriel. He has actually 3 5s, because when we say stat monkey, he has some weird ass builds. I can show you guys later. Anyway, manipulation. I'll read it off as a 3. You never paid full price for anything. Brenda had this, by the way. Just 4 is you could have been a cult leader. Just heads up. And 1 is, as long as you stay honest, you can convince people.
And what's 2? Just because.
Your ability to see surpasses the will of weak-willed and simple-minded.
Yeah, that was...
Yep. All right. Should I read?
Do I want a composure of 3 because I'm like the cold calculating
Others
insanity? Yeah, probably.
look to you for guidance when the blood spatter hits the fan. It just means that your beast... Again, I'll remind you.
For composure?
Beast... Right. Composure has also got some really cool stuff.
Yeah, like, me having a 4 composure is if someone...
Remains
if there's
calm.
blood, I'm not going to go...
Command your emotions and put others at ease despite anxiety. Shall I start reading off the mentals?
Yes.
Intelligence. I assume that you want me to read this one at 4?
Yeah.
You're likely consulted by members of Clan Tremere for your wisdom.
No, okay.
Should I read it off at 5 so that you get a better idea?
Yeah.
One step above that is genius does not cover the depth and range of your intelligence.
Can I look at the Oblivion spells for?
Where did I put a bookmark? Sure. We're just using the copy of the Prince as a bookmark because I love
that's
that
why
book.
I'm so excited for philosophy, rhetoric, and discourse as a
If
class.
you need my copy of the Prince,
I have my own copy. I
everyone should have a copy. I also have a leather-bound
My
copy of the
dad has
Art
already
of War.
given me a reading list I have to complete by school for this class.
Do it.
So.
Oh yeah, intelligence at a 3.
Also, Dungeonborn is really good so far. I've been reading it, and it's
You actually got around to it?
Dungeonborn. Is it the same Dungeonborn that you're talking
It's the
about?
main character named Cal.
Wait, dice pulls are
Is it,
stamina?
he's a kid of 2 dungeon cores.
Sort of. Then probably not.
It's from the author they have of the Crafter's Dungeon.
Then no.
So yeah, this Dungeonborn is...
Now I'm worried about copyright infringement.
I don't know if it's named Dungeonborn, but it's
No,
a book
the
I got
name
at
of the book
Comic-Con. It's really good.
Oh, yeah.
It has a Displacer Beast on the cover, the one I like.
Oh yeah, this
It's
one,
not Dungeonborn. It's Dungeon Core.
Dungeon World. It's Dungeon World.
Dungeon World. Yeah.
Not to be confused with the RPG Dungeon World.
Yeah, but he's a kid of 2 dungeon cores, and normally dungeon cores create a new dungeon core. But no, this created a human for some reason.
It goes into it
Again.
Anyways,
Yep.
So the dice pool says stamina plus a billion versus stamina.
Yep.
Plus medicine or fortitude. How does that work?
That means that you use your which one is this? Oh, this one's ashes to ashes. Okay. Oh, that one's interesting. That one means that you're using your physical stamina for that one. How about we look at a few other ones? Wits of Oblivion is good for there. So every single one of these has a few that are off, like so that you can have builds that are like, you know.
What is wits at 1? Or
You're
resolve
like
at 1?
unable to think.
You get to the point eventually. It'll take some explaining.
Okay.
Would you like me to read you off wits
and
at 3?
resolve. Yeah.
You can analyze the situation, working quickly to the best escape route.
And then resolve at 1 and 3.
Okay. You have minimal attention
Okay, I know what I'm gonna do.
but okay. Jesus. Some of this shit's written like
Here you go.
poetry because this is. Yeah. How about I just. 3. Distracting you takes more effort than most people want to spend.
Okay, I'm gonna get rid of my dice.
Basically, 1 is you probably have ADHD.
But this is
1 makes sense for me.
2.
You have to work on
my character.
fine work for hours, dude.
Fuck, shit, yeah, fuck. I'm trying to think of what my 1's gonna be.
Just do
Put my manipulation at 1.
No. All right. Does your your character does lie a decent amount?
And then I'm gonna put wits. No, I'm gonna put intelligence and resolve at 3.
I'm thinking
and my wits at
1
4.
at strength, honestly.
Yeah, you don't really need to be able to be a strong person.
To stab people.
Yeah, knives use dex. Bigger weapons like, I don't know, Levi's arming sword, that uses strength, which is good.
Here's my
because it has
1.
a 4 in it.
And then let's
What do you
put
think about that
3
from
in
the spell list of Oblivion?
That's
Okay, now I just need my disciplines and my
that's
character is done.
decent. Also, I'm honestly surprised
I
you
still
didn't put
need
1
my
in
siren.
charisma, because your character does not seem like the type who is very charismatic
Yeah.
naturally.
Oh yeah, what is? Yeah, manipulation would be better for that one.
Uh,
And then charisma would be 1.
Would you like me to read that one off?
For charisma?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1. You can speak clearly, though few people tend to listen.
Yeah,
and
that
it's
makes
7
sense.
health and 7 willpower to start off.
Whoa. That's not how either of those work. He has 7 health, because Health is stamina plus 4.
Oh, stamina plus 4. Okay. So
And
6.
and your willpower is resolve plus composure.
Where's health?
Health is stamina plus 4. Yeah. So okay, 6.
You've got 5.
I got 6.
And then
Stamina plus
willpower is wits plus resolve.
Or
Yeah,
2
yeah,
and
right.
4, yes. So
Yep.
6.
Yep.
So
you're-
5.
Wait, no. One moment. Here's something. I think it might be plus 3 because 4 equals 7. Yes, plus 3. Sorry, stamina plus 3. And you know why I know that? Because they have that divide for a reason. That divide, mind you, so you're going to use this half of your health track then?
Yeah, that's fine.
No, because again, I'll remind you, this is the system that uses superficial and aggravative. So that health bar, one time through is like, oh yeah, that'll come back by tomorrow. Aggravative is like sun, fire, holy weapons.
Okay.
Assuming it's wielded by a holy person.
Willpower is wits and resolve.
Composure and resolve.
Composure and resolve. Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's 7. By the way, would you like me to remind y'all what willpower does? Just black out the squares you're not using. So you can at any point...
Willpower is composure and resolve?
Yep.
So 6.
The ones you're not using, Gage. Not the ones you
black
are.
out the ones you...
Holy crap, it's already 8.
Yeah, I know.
Wait, what?
This is a very involved system for creation, but it's not because of, I don't know, stupid stuff like, oh no, yeah, it's complicated. It's more
No,
because...
it's because you gotta build the character.
Right.
You
You're
can
not...
actually build the character.
You can do it in 15 minutes, which I do when I'm making them, but it's because we're not going around. Also, I know the system like the back of my hand. Alright.
Okay, once Gage is ready, I'm ready to start going over my special things and then disciplines and then,
Yep. Then-
start spending points and then...
Right.
I need skills and disciplines, but
Skills. So, let's start with a pretty easy one. How did you do the murdering? What weapon did you use? A gun, a knife, strangle people? How did you do it?
Don't we get... Okay.
How did you kill children, Gage?
Probably a knife.
And-
Another knife, brother?
Then
I
probably
am a very skilled...
I would take 2
I
or
am stabby,
more
stabby.
in melee.
But how... Okay, but what is my...
Chef.
What do I have for these?
Oh, yeah.
You
Are you jack
have
of all
2
trades?
choices.
Are you...
Do you want to be a specialist or a jack, or do you want to be balanced?
No, but
Jack
for
of all trades is
skills.
shit. Yes.
How many... Is there a set...
I'm
amount of
asking.
that's what
points?
we're
There are
asking.
2 pools. You can either have a specialist, which gives you a 4, or you can have balanced, which gives you a little better.
Which gives you what I have.
Yeah.
What I have is you get 3 3s, 5 2s, and 7 1s. That's pretty good.
Specialist gives you 1.
Okay,
4,
so I can get
3
one-
3s, 3 1s, or 3 2s, 3 1s. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do his.
Yeah. It's much better.
Yeah.
Like let me put it this way: specialist works for a lot of characters that are a bit off.
So 3 3s,
Like-
4 2s, and... How many ones?
7 1s.
7 1s.
5.
7 whole 1s. 5 2s, and 3 3s. It is kind of broken. in
What's
my
it? Okay,
opinion.
what's a specialist again?
You want to talk about broken? One moment.
I mean, you can buy 4s, so...
Specialist 1 4, 3 3s, 3 2s, 3 1s.
Yeah, I'm gonna do specialist actually.
Again.
So it's what?
1 4, 3 and everything else.
3.
Again, why I say again? Remember your last character who was a specialist and how you kind of ended up trying to MacGyver tech to work with everything?
It did. So
It really didn't. By the way, just a note. So remember how they kind of took a while to make this thing? They actually did find a way to make tech-based characters really good in this.
finally.
No, I'm just saying if this had been out, we were running that, I would have pulled up one of these abilities and used it as the template.
Yeah.
Because it gives you some really cool stuff. Like, you can make your drone have a skill that you use your tech instead of while you're
course.
using the drone. You see what I mean by that? That makes sense.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't have thought of that because that's a bit weird.
Can you say the specialized one more time? 1 4.
1 4, 3 and everything else.
How many is everything else?
3 2s, 3 3s, 3 1s.
1 4, 3 3s,
I'm thinking...
3 2s.
Yep.
Oh, and 3
Quinn.
1s.
I'm thinking about buying AirPods. Should I?
Someone who uses AirPods, get Raycon.
Raycon?
No, here's why.
Well, or I was thinking of getting Bose, because Bose is always good.
Raycon is pretty
Oh.
good, honestly.
My AirPods are good when they work. They are a bit finicky, so unless you use almost exclusively Apple products, don't get them. I use, because I have them connected to there, they cut out like half the time, which is why I use a pair of wired headphones.
Yeah, I have a nice headset for Xbox that I use as my regular headset.
This is the head.
$500 on it. I was stupid.
Yeah, just to be clear,
So
I got this for I think like 50.
yeah, I'm gonna buy a gaming headset.
Sorry, no, this is a gaming headset. I remember that I got that thing used for $12.
Nice.
What does Oblivion use for skill?
Depends on what ability you're using. It's like how Dominate has like 3 abilities that don't use the normal 2.
Can I see it one more time?
Dude, I'm going to be very clear with you.
You don't build based off of
Right.
ability.
Build your character, and skills are not used
Well, it's part
by
of my
abilities.
character, though.
Skills are not used by abilities.
Okay.
Disciplines use stats and Oblivion.
So then, Oblivion is just
By the way-
attributes, right? Then
Heads up, most of them that I'm seeing is Resolve and Wits seem to be the big ones.
that's why I chose these.
Yeah, Resolve, Wits seem to be the big ones. Stamina appears though a lot
Yep,
on
that's
some
why
of the
I've raised it
physical
back to
ones.
2.
But what I'm seeing a lot of is Resolve and Oblivion are the two. Until you get into the higher level ones and the ceremonies, all the ceremonies use intelligence. Save 3, I think.
How many points do I get in my disciplines? I get how many points?
One of them, you have 2 points to spend and 1 point. Those are only those 3 that you have.
2, 2, and 1. That's how I have to do it.
2, 1, and one of them you didn't inherit very well.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
What about
So
for me?
probably a 2 and
Same thing.
and
So just
presence.
2 and a 1.
Yep, in one of your clan disciplines.
Shit. Should I do 1 and?
And my clan discipline is Oblivion, right?
Oblivion is one of them.
And the other
you
one
do have
is-
2 others.
Okay. So I'm gonna put 2 into Oblivion,
Makes sense to you.
and then the other 1 I can put into.
You
And
either
then,
have Fortitude or Aspects. Here's a hint. Fortitude, I can take a punch. Aspects, I have enhanced perception, like I can see ghosts.
Do I want
Aspects.
Do I want a 2 in dominate or a 2 in presence?
Here's a hint. You could also get a 3 in Dominate and a 1 in Presence. Think, man, think. Remember, you got Dominate from your Predator type, right?
Yeah.
You have 2 points to
Oh.
spend, and then a 1 point to spend.
okay, then I got one more question.
See what I mean? And
So for Oblivion,
yep,
since I have 2 points in Oblivion, I can either do 1 spell that has.
no. You get okay. Let me be more clear. You get one of the level 1s
Okay.
and one of the level 2s,
Okay, gotcha.
and then you also have 2 Oblivion ceremonies that you pick up independently.
Which is either 1 or 2 is the same thing, right?
It's all in the
yeah.
core book. Where'd the core book go?
Treat it like blood rituals.
Can you pass me that
By the way,
page so I can just
yeah, you
fill
get
out my
yours.
disciplines? So I have a 3 in dominate and a 1 in presence.
Heads up, Dominate's a pretty good. Presence, though, if you were intending on doing unending, like lingering kiss, that's in presence at level 2.
Yeah, I was not intending on doing that.
But
Okay.
so since
Also, just to note, I have it on PDF, so I've just been using my PDF copy.
43.
Yep. What do you need?
I can get ashes to ashes and fatal prognition, but I can't get ashes to ashes and binding fetter.
You can. I wouldn't.
But you don't get a level 2 after
You-
that, right?
Also, there is another level 2.
Yeah, I know. I'm just
I'm
asking.
yeah. You can get 1 level 1 and 1 level 2,
Or
2
2
level 1s.
level 1s. Okay.
You cannot get 2 level 2s. Also,
Yeah.
just saying this, both of these, where the shroud is thin is a pretty good one. If
Yeah,
remember
I know.
correctly.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the ashes to ashes
Might I ask why?
because it gives you your zombie, I believe.
A zombie is, you don't need ashes to ashes to get
Because
zombies.
they get power ashes to ashes.
Oh, you do. Never mind.
So ashes to ashes, and then the other.
Level 2 is up here.
Yeah, I was
Unless-
going to do homunculus servant, so that means.
So you're going with summoner kind of build?
Yeah, where are the shroud thins?
I'm assuming that you don't want... just a note, you also could have gotten compel spirit. Or you can get that through the
I was seeing that, but then I'd have to get the thing, and I don't know if I really want to talk to dead people, because that might just set my insanity off.
Talking to dead people is one of the good Hakata things. Because guess who has a lot of information? Dead people. You can also raise zombies. There's also some very powerful blood ritual shit, by the way, in there. So, just heads up, if you do join a few of those cults, we're going to have a conversation about how there's a type of vampire that can fucking just walk through fire. Yeah, thanks, Kane.
Do I want to take Forgetful Mind or some Merged? Gage, let me read you Forgetful Mind. The vampire can rewrite a whole swath of a victim's memory as long as they keep the victim's gaze in full, uninterrupted attention. Vampire verbally describes the victim's new memories.
Oh, yeah.
As the victim then accepts as their...
I'm sorry.
If I keep eye contact with you...
Can you all look here?
No, like if I'm having conversations with someone, keeping them, and I just say, "Oh, and yeah, never had a father. You were abandoned by your mother."
Heads up. I've actually seen that one get a lot of views through a few of the actual plays because for some reason people love Dominate.
So
it is time locked. It has to be recent.
Mm-hmm.
So it's basically I just shot you in the head. I go over to the one witness, Gage, for this. You didn't see shit.
That's what
I'm
going to do.
were
This
drunk,
part of
passed
my
out,
feeding.
right.
I have I was going to take Cloud Memory, but then I saw that.
Take both.
Take both.
Because let me explain why. Cloud Memory, often forget. Compel, that takes a rouse check if I remember correctly, and that takes time.
So what's this versus thing here?
So how many since I have level 3 in it?
I roll against you.
Oh.
Since I have
so
3
you would be
levels,
stamina
I can
plus
take
medicine.
One
or
third
3,
level and
2,
1 first level.
1 first level and 1 second level. You have 3 powers, my man.
Oh, so one. So
Here's the hint.
since that's a level 3, I can't take it just yet. Okay.
You have 3 levels, don't you?
Yeah, I have 3 levels.
You can only take one of those, and one of those. You could technically also take both of the level 1s if you wanted.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Like, these are... Your beast, just to note, your beast makes these for a good reason.
Wait a minute. Okay. Okay.
Yep.
I'm taking Dimension.
Compel spirit. That's where you...
Oh,
Yep.
Funny thing. You know that's the Malkavian thing, right? Like, you can. It's just... That used to be its own entire discipline by the Malks.
I was just going to take it as, oh yeah, I'm talking... I talk to my rivals. I purposely make sure that there are witnesses, and then I get my rival to scream racial slurs.
That's not... You know how... That makes sense for your character. I'm just saying, that power, that is weak compared to what...
Yeah, I'm going to get them.
You are taking the Dominate ability to incite madness, my friend.
I'm taking that.
Unfortunately, for demonstration, you need an obfuscated skill.
Obfuscated too. Okay, then I can't take that name.
Here's the hint. That's why. That thing is made for Malks.
Okay, I'll take Impel then. Instead of Mesmerize.
Yeah.
Awesome!
Right.
Now, 1 in Presence. Let's go over to Presence.
You get Awe or Daunt, if I remember. You just passed it.
Level 1, Awe or Daunt. Okay.
Yeah. It's basically one makes people love you, one makes people fear you. Here's a hint. That thing can be passive if you get powerful enough. Yeah, Levi has 1 level in Presence. He has a passive Daunt.
I still got to get my skills, so when you're done.
Alright, I'm completely... My character's made, other than my points I have to spend.
Oh, I have 1 celerity and aspects. I forgot about that. But that's in this book.
Wait. You have 1 in celerity and 1 in Auspex.
Auspex because that was the...
Auspex, yeah.
And then celerity is because of my feeding.
Heads up. If you don't take sense...
Can I just use this to find my advantages?
Yeah, do it.
Oh, I need you to log in.
I'm on the core book, so it's the one on the bottom of the list.
Oh, and I still got to do my advantages still.
Oh yeah, by the way, there are a few new mythical stuff that came out in this book. None that I think you guys would have taken. Like, Plague Beggar is one. Cold Dead Hunger is one. Penance, I don't think either of you guys would have taken. Unholy Will, neither of you guys would have probably taken. There's not really... I'm looking through what I see. Yeah, none of these really seem like ones you guys would have taken. Like Zealotry. None of you guys really seem that religious.
Nah.
I'm just looking through. Pack Diablerie, not really a thing I think you guys would have taken. Hence why I'm just looking through what I've got and saying a lot of these seem like they were more geared towards what's the word I'm looking for? Powerful characters?
What is occult? Actually, I'll just check.
Occult is your knowledge of the occult. Magics. Zombies. Ghosts.
So probably high in occult. Probably a 4.
Almost guaranteed.
Probably a 4 in occult, to be honest.
Yeah, occult is the Banu Hakim Premier Hakata skill, basically. As in, if I remember correctly, it literally mentions them by name. Alright, so you were going to take one of the Bloodline ones, right?
I'm going to take Bloodhound.
Okay, so I don't think you would be a flesh eater, from what you've told me. Ooh, would you be a harbinger of a shore? Doesn't sound like who you're making. Doesn't sound like who would have grabbed you. I'm thinking about who would have grabbed you. La Familia. Giovanni. You would definitely not mainland Giovanni. I'm just looking through some of the things to see if any of them worked on pretty well. So you're not old enough for that one? Okay. So I'm not sure if any of the bloodlines really fit you very well from how you've made your character. Just heads up. There is one that's a banking family of vampire necromancers.
I'm reading it and I don't know if I want to... 2 makes perfect sense for how he's been portrayed as a chef for fame.
Yep.
So yeah, 2.
Okay. Oh yes, also, just something I find very funny, just about how the established lore is. So, vampires and... there is exactly one clan.
How do you find humanity?
You have 7.
Okay, I'm giving 5 points to the Haven.
Really? So you're not buying masks, you're not buying influence, you're not buying resources?
Oh, fuck, I need my resources. How much was resources?
1 dot per. It's an ability. So just note, 5 is just Bezos. As in, like, you can hand wave, like...
I was gonna take a 2 or a 3 in resources.
Right. 3 is well off, 2 is okay.
So 3.
Right, and then just throw the rest into the Haven. I guess. Oh yeah, by the way, the new Predator types...
Yeah, because I don't have a mask just yet. I don't need one yet.
Right.
I just look like I'm a very good-looking 35-year-old.
The Predator... Right, the Extortionist is one of the... And the Grave Robber are the 2 Predator types that were added in Cult of the Blood Gods.
My character is completely ready.
Alright.
I'm almost done.
Yeah, you honestly have we should technically just get started. Remind you, you should probably take those 2
I need to get
documents.
skills.
I already did.
I need to get my...
Specializations?
My specializations, yeah.
Oh, that's something I was just going to do
Wait,
together.
specialize. Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get some free ones. I'm going to go through.
Since I have a 3 in melee.
You do not get something for a certain point. I'm going to go through. Alright. So let's see if I remember correctly. So, you get a free specialization in the following skills: science, academics, craft, and what's the last one? Okay, one moment. Let's see. There we are. Okay, there we are. All right, you get so academics, craft, performance, or science. That's do either of you guys have points in those?
I have 2 points in academics.
I have 1 point in academics.
Okay,
I
that's
already
basically.
have a specialization in craft.
What did you study in college/high school? That's what it is.
I was gonna study culinary.
Well, then that kind of.
I really wanted to be a professional chef.
Oh yeah, I know. I'm just saying. It makes sense for you. I'm just trying to figure out.
Or a minor in... I was gonna go minor in political studies.
Them right and. I'm trying to. Yeah.
Because I already have a dot in politics.
Dude,
So.
I'm saying the academics is like a field like journalism, like basic, an era of history. If you want to go with food history,
Yes.
that is one that works.
Hey guys, there's pizza up here if you're still hungry.
Flip, 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 flip. Birds. Did you sunburn your feet somehow?
Everything's sunburnt on me, buddy.
Great has included with the call.
Oh, this is the I got it because I was hungry. This is cheese and pepperoni.
Over there.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much.
This picture?
And then most likely Friday, they'll have me, Quinn, Dylan, Gage, and Connor.
Look at you're brown as a berry. You've been outside a lot. Good, how are you?
They asked me at 4 hours meeting.
How is Ron?
that makes sense.
So apparently I have a sister-in-law now.
How long were those two dating again? A
year.
Oh,
I thought it was like closer to a year and a half.
Are you gonna take that down, some of that downstairs?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or do you wanna take part of it, half and half, or do you wanna take all, I mean, you're gonna take it.
I was gonna wait for you guys to get your slices.
I would just want you, you want anything? Or you got it? What do you want? Well, here.
Yeah. Dude, we'll take our own plate.
Here, okay, no, here. No, all two.
Mom.
Do it like this. Here's plenty. How are you? Yeah, you're getting brown too out there.
All about the pan.
Oh, guys, wait a minute. Yeah, that's the way it is.
Oh yeah, by the way, just a note.
Yeah.
So, what happened for me? I got home, took a shower, and then you guys showed up.
I worked out, got home, took a shower, went to work, worked in the sun for 4 hours, pulling feet, and then came here.
Right. Again, I was in the rain for 4 straight hours because my bosses wouldn't tell us to go into the break room. I saw maybe 10 people, and that's including employees, over 4 hours.
Jesus.
And yet my bosses wanted me out there.
Here we go. So I will steal a slice.
That's probably yours, Quince.
I'm
Quince?
gonna go. I'm moving over to my chair
Multiple
because
Quince.
my back hurts. And
Pass me the pizza.
I'm done with this book. All I need, actually, I'm not done, but I think
Yeah.
Quinn can probably answer my question.
just ask the questions while I'm.
Actually, you know what? All I have to do is find celerity and aspects.
Oh, those
First
two are
level.
easy.
Yeah.
By the way, Sense the Unseen is a level 1 aspect power. The other one is Heightened Senses. So
Sorry.
Where do you find? Those probably disciplines. Where
they are disciplines, yes. All right, so Braden, your highest one is Dominate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. I'll add him a Dominate power over the now.
Okay, Quinn.
Yep.
Take whatever slices you
Just grab 3 there. Sweet. Cool.
want.
Run.
Has sword gauge.
Yep.
Needs me out of boy.
How many?
As much as you would like.
All right, so
Hey, I'm not done. Don't take this away from me. No. Right, I'm good. Thank you.
I'm gonna put that on the chair since there's no dogs down here. Is the door closed?
yep.
Okay, good.
All right, so thank you. Let's see. Okay, so we have everything worked out. Oh, yes.
We still don't have the engaged sire's name, but that's okay.
Okay. Well, let's work that out real fast.
It could be possible. I'm so crazy I didn't even bother.
You are
You
going.
physically need a sire.
Oh, I'll have a sire. Yeah.
No, I'm saying
But
I
just
need to
won't
know the
know.
name.
Yeah. Which you can choose. I just maybe
I can
not
just
tell
make
me.
up a name of my sire.
Okay, let's
Can it
see.
be Ann Schultz?
Oh yeah. One thing I did forget to tell you. Yeah, write it in. So
That's
did
the guy who owns the Broadmoor.
you guys know that learning an entire foreign language to fluency is only 1 advantage point? Basically, every language you know past English, you do is 1 advantage point.
Oh, I'm
So, yeah.
donating 4 points, 4 vantage points to the base. By the way.
I'm donating.
Isn't that nice that
3.
Quinn
So
dressed
you
up for
speak
you?
exactly
Always,
English.
always. It's part of.
So I'm
Yes.
basically saying you
Quinn
didn't
does
choose to
Yeah.
buy French.
Oh, I have to buy French, don't I?
You can.
I
choose
mean,
to.
if he wasn't dressed up, I know it'd be an imposter.
I have to take French.
You know there was
Yeah,
something
just
going on.
and that means we have 4 from him, 6 from total, and how many total from
Wait
you?
1 second. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1 from me.
Would you like to just spend that last one on upping something, or?
Is Dylan back this weekend?
He gets back tomorrow.
Oh, does he?
Yep.
Tomorrow.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna not put his last name because I don't think that he knows which branch he's from. All right,
Okay, other than my sire, I'm done.
write in the first name Dominic.
Dominic.
My sire is the guy who owns the Broadmoor.
Again, not a vampire necessarily.
Braden, were your parents shocked when they said they were married?
Not that I saw.
Oh, they
I got
were.
home from work and my dad's like, "So yeah, your brother's married," and I'm like,
Yeah, we know.
Cool.
"Yeah, I saw." And they're like, "What?" I'm like, "I accidentally opened this document they had, and it had a marriage license in it, and I just didn't say anything about it." And they're like, "Oh my God, Braden!" I'm like, "I don't really care."
Is Megan gonna go to where he's?
Well, Rylan forgot his cat card at home, so
Oh, yeah.
she has to next day mail it to him, so he gets it tomorrow.
Where'd he go?
Back to
He's already gone back.
Mhm.
He's been here 30 days.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So Megan didn't go with him?
no, Meg just stayed.
Mommy, AIT,
Huh?
it's not his first deployment. She'll probably go with him there.
He has to finish the last week of AIT,
Right.
Oh.
And then he'll get
graduate,
sent to his unit.
then Ranger School,
Oh,
And,
yeah. She's not going there.
then pre-RASP, then
Does he know where he goes for Rangers?
Then it's RASP, and then, so he's probably going to be in Georgia.
Does he know?
So,
he's already in Georgia.
no, I'm saying Rangers are stationed.
He's going into the same place my dad went for RASP.
Oh, okay. How old were your parents?
Wait, so let me get this straight. Your father went to RASP. Did he actually earn a scroll or no? So you're great. He went the exact same route most people do, huh?
How old were your parents when they got married?
All I
They
know
were
is I
young,
saw
weren't
this
they?
man's house,
They were
and
decently young.
That's what I
his
thought.
father seems like one of those decorated officers.
Not an officer.
Yeah. Senior warrant officer.
Still an officer.
I
It's
know, it's
technically an NCO.
Yeah.
Well,
But he
well,
gets
warrant
saluted-
officers are the one
He
thing.
gets saluted as chief every single time, and he hates that because he's like, "I'm not chief. I'm not a chief." And everyone calls him chief when he gets on base. He's like, "I'm not a chief." And every single time we go on the Air Force Base, "Thank you, chief," or "Thank you, Chief Dowling," and it's not chief.
Because Air Force NCOs Air Force warrant officers have different titles than Army ones. And it's like when someone calls a Marine a soldier. You might think it's petty. They will kill you over it.
Oh yeah, my dad's retirement party, our friend who's a SEAL wrote Navy rules on his toes.
I'm surprised.
Yeah, I know Quinn was disappointed you didn't get to go to the Comic-Con, but how was it?
Oh, it was so fun. I spent
Was
way
it?
too much.
Oh yeah, I spent all my money.
You did. What'd you
I'm sorry,
buy?
Quinn. It was awesome.
I
sorry.
bought Spaceballs the pint glass because that's a need. I bought a Spaceballs poster. My brother got me a Blazing Saddles poster. I bought dice. I bought a lot of
You
stuff.
did buy. Oh my gosh.
I got. Oh shoot! I forgot my
Your
D100.
Yeah, I said you're not bringing
Yeah.
that because Quinn can throw that at
Oh,
us.
that's right. Yeah, that's probably why.
So
But,
it was
yeah.
a lot.
You say that like I don't have a D20
Did you
and
all
D4
dress up?
here.
No,
No,
this
just
is a
him.
literal solid
Just
metal D100. It weighs like 6.5
Yeah, Quinn was
pounds.
disappointed.
Brayden,
It's also green and gold.
edges, points.
No. You don't like this would be like throwing a shot put at us.
Oh,
Oh
okay.
yeah, it hurt.
How big is it? The D100.
Come
I
on.
was gonna say it's pretty good size.
I know I have one laying around here somewhere.
That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
But yeah, it's freaking.
They're like, here's the plastic ones. I was
And
like,
then
these are
Dylan
cool.
bought
Do you
some
have?
very special bookmarks.
Yeah,
Which
special.
They're
What do you
they're
mean?
metal.
They're metal.
Do I want to? No, I
have
don't.
one that's metal. Actually, it's from Japan.
He has
It's
two of
metal.
them now, and he bought a bunch of art. Dylan bought most of the art. Gage, and then I got the same cup that they have for
I
like
bought 6 books.
refilling at any con and fair thing.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I got a buffalo or whatever, but I should have brought it. I should.
Tabard.
And
Tab.
then what'd you say? Gage, you
Not
got
tabard.
Books.
6 of them.
I bought books too.
And then I got them all signed by the
Yes.
authors.
You did spend some
Guys.
money then.
Yeah.
With books.
And I forced
Pizza.
all of them to watch or do all
Gage,
the.
pass Quinn pizza.
No.
They all signed them for you?
Mhm.
Good deal.
Yeah, I mean, if they're going to a con,
Yeah,
it's
they got it if
And we
they're
went
there.
to a few panels.
not
about,
necessarily. They're
We
not
went to
required
panels
to.
about writing in a shared universe, and that's what we need to bring up to Quinn.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We
We went to a lot of panels about writing because that's what Dylan and Gage.
Yeah, I
do.
kept on forcing.
all of
them.
us are writers. That's why we go to this stuff.
And so, okay, we're
I went to a business management
creating a
course.
shared
Yeah.
universe right now. So we're not writing the same book. Me and Dylan aren't anymore. We're writing a shared universe, and what our idea is it's going to start off with Gage's book. It's a person who he reaches the end of his universe as like a tech giant, and then the heat death occurs, and he is reborn as a goblin.
Which I have totally scientific idea for how that might have happened.
Yeah.
Don't care. We need to get back
But
to
then-
VTMing.
But quickly,
No,
he grows until he's like full. He's gonna try to create a technocracy in this universe,
Oh, your
and
lord.
then one of his probes, or him specifically, is going to accidentally send an asteroid creating my planet. And what my book is about is going to be a creature who has evolves extremely quickly, and it's gonna follow it from a single microbe until it evolves into. The whole point is it can just adapt to any situation. Just give it enough time. And
Tell me about the cool bit.
every time how we're gonna connect them is every time we're gonna reach a certain point in the universe where it's gonna
It's gonna start to get corrupted, kind of.
Yeah, like a new heat death of the universe, pretty much. And then they will eventually create technology that allows them to jump to the next universe.
And I'm gonna
Got it.
the next universe, because it's a different universe, different laws.
different laws.
Any character
And
you
we're
can
gonna go
imagine with any system of magic
Straight
and whatnot.
science for the first universe is going to be all science, except for Dylan's book. So.
I haven't. You need a hard magic system, Master?
No. First universe, no magic.
No, I'm
all
saying whenever
science.
you guys need hard magic system, me here.
But like that's why we're saying it's a connected universe.
That's
Like
cool.
we can.
And the freaking one we went to about connected universes was stupid because
Yeah,
it
there's
wasn't-
one
they weren't
guy.
this one guy. All he wanted to talk about was I write in like Marvel and Predator.
Because there's
and
3 of them.
two
One
of them
dude,
are actually useful, and then this one guy he was talking about writing in existing properties.
and I'm over here like,
I
bro.
don't care.
Do you look
No,
at me? Do
but
I
think
look
about
like
it.
I'm going to be writing for Predator
For half
anytime
of the
soon?
people who come there, it's for fanfic and stuff. That's way more useful for them.
I just want to know about the lady because she's part of the book
Yeah, they bought
series
this
that
book
they're
series
doing.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
That's
Okay, let's get to VTM.
Yeah.
well, that sounds great.
All right.
I mean, there's 2. I'm only taking 1.
Oh, and there's, I doubt that there's probably a couple more pieces up there.
Nah.
Oh no, yeah.
Because I
Oh,
just wanted
okay.
one, and I think they're probably done. Olivia's probably done pretty much.
Oh, I'm good.
All right. Okay, how do I want to start this one? Oh yeah, that's how.
Oh, I was going to ask, Greg, do you know what that camp is that they have up there for football for the 25th or something? I don't either. They never said anything more about it. They've got it on there, so, but you don't plan to go to it, right, Quinn?
Nope.
Because it's the 25th or whatever, because...
I'm just going to skills and drills on Thursdays.
Okay. Well, I just wondered if you knew, because they just said camp, but it doesn't say what it's for.
I
And
think
then,
it's just going to be like a boot week.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, that seems like a pretty good way to start of all of them. Are either... I'm going to ask you, do either of you actually follow the no cell phone policy of the Camarilla? Oh, sorry, forgot one last thing. Sex. Are either of you guys going anything other than Camarilla?
My character's so insane, he don't care.
What are the other sects?
Sabat and Autarchus, aka Independent.
Who's in charge in Colorado Springs?
Still Lord Blackburn. I'm sorry, still Camarilla.
Amarillo.
Yeah. So,
That's such a stupid rule. I don't think any of the vampires really follow that rule. I mean, they do. I'm sure there's some, but...
one of his hounds repeatedly uses a cell phone.
So I do not follow that rule.
Yeah. Then you just...
But because I'm a chef, I need to mess it. Yeah.
Be-dee-dee. Ba-da-dee-dee-dee.
Hello.
Good morning. Is this... I'm trying to figure out how I can butcher... Sorry, okay. I'm trying to figure out how to butcher the name.
Yes.
Jacrima. I genuinely am trying to figure out how to butcher the name as worst as possible.
Just try to pronounce it just by reading it. Jakim
Jakim
Akuma.
Akuma.
Kumuta.
Yes, this is Yakim Akuma.
Alright. Says here we're needing to employ your services at... And he just reads off the address. On the night of the 11th.
I would have to clear that with my boss, but I would be perfectly fine with that.
He will accept. And that's when it's hang up.
Shit, that's my birthday. This is taking place in September?
12th. Then we'll go... Sorry, then let's go with 8th. Because I do want to have that full scene of
My birthday is 9/11.
Yeah.
Dude, the people who were born on 9/11,
I feel so
how are
bad
they
for
supposed
any kids
to?
born on 9/11?
Yeah.
I'm celebrating my birthday.
And then the school announcement. I'd like to say, I'd like to.
Moment of silence for all of the fallen. Yeah, all that
Yeah.
good stuff. By the way, again,
My
'cause
mom was.
there is a 9. Because again, I'll remind you, there is a very during the vampire thing. There is only one thing that happens during 9/11 at an Elysium. You hear Levi ranting in Latin for an hour and a half about the Sabbat and how it's their fault.
So they
By the way,
did.
heads up,
Vampires were the
they did not. That's all humans'
It's all
fault.
humans, yeah.
Yeah, but he believes
Fucking
that it's anti-tribute Baruha. By the way, just note, we are not Baruha, Banu Hakim, which we know the Banu Hakim would do something like that because they have done terror attacks. We just also know it wasn't them who did 9/11.
So I'm gonna. I put my phone in the back of my pocket. I turned over to Jean-Paul. Hey, Jean-Paul.
Yeah, boss.
Hey, they're in need of our services on the 8th. So, my services. So I might leave you in charge.
He's just busy prepping. All right, boss.
I take my knife out of the sheath. I keep it on my hip. I spin it around my finger, and throw it into the chopping board. Who's dude? Jean-Paul, do you know what waitresses are working tonight?
No, boss. Not my department. I'm busy dealing with one of those corporate fat cats who ordered sushi in. I can't do a convincing Louisiana accent, but he has a thick one. Who ordered sushi in the middle of Colorado.
I just turned.
Just to be clear, he does not know how to make good sushi,
Fuck.
but
I'll take
he's
over.
doing his best. You got it, boss. I'll get some soup.
I pull out a paring knife and I go to the freezer. Do we have salmon? Do we have
Yes,
cucumber?
probably.
Okay.
Dude, you're in a well-stocked kitchen. Almost certainly.
I take out tuna. I take out salmon. I take out cucumber. I slice the salmon into. I make sashimi pretty much.
Roll me a craft plus dexterity roll. Yes, your specialization applies. Remember,
So that means I roll 3 dice.
D10s.
Quinn.
3 d10s. Jesus. Oh wait, plus dexterity.
Plus dex, yep.
So that's.
Quinn, how far did you?
Your hunger is at 1, by the way. So remember, one of those is a hunger die.
So that's.
Mm-hmm.
How far did you read in my book?
I haven't. Sorry to say this. I haven't touched
Not
it
the newer
recently.
stuff, but just.
Gage,
Up
I need to steal
until
some d10s.
at the last day of school, I read up until what you had posted then.
Okay, did you hear about the greater good? You remember the greater good little.
Vaguely.
The 3 greater goods, and I.
Oh yeah, when I
Oh,
even
for the
told
greater
you that
good?
they were all dumb.
Yeah. So
And that was a dumb naming convention. Oh no, I read past that. I want to say it was. I know we were in like the 13, 14, somewhere in there. It was when I stopped because, life happened.
Because
Okay,
like.
pass, fail, pass, pass. Okay.
Okay. Remember to tell me if you have a 10 set where one of them's on the hunger die. And I'm glad that you actually remembered the numbers because that makes my job easier. Alright. So how many successes was that?
5 successes, 1 fail.
Yeah, I'll remind you, the only time it matters how many failures there are is if I ask for that specifically, because that means that you failed the check. You passed it easily. By the way, it was a DC 3 to make it good. It's excellent.
I'm looking at it. No, fuck that fat cat. I take a chopstick and take a tiny bit of wasabi.
He immediately walks over with Cajun seasoning. They ordered it from me. Let's do it right.
No. I say
Cajun.
the Cajun does not work with this. I say, this is wasabi.
Yep.
So, this is gonna hurt his tongue. I'm trying to like emulate his accent. I'm like, it's gonna hurt him. I expertly
Alright,
put
boss.
the wasabi into
Whatever,
it so they
man.
wouldn't see it. Fucking.
Yeah, you can do that with that roll.
I throw off, and then on the side of the plate I throw some pickled like I do the chef throw, and there's just pickled.
Sprinkle a little bit of salt.
Well, no, I don't.
Everyone can do that. That one's easy.
I throw the pickled fucking is it radish or is it
I don't know, man.
or whatever the pickled thing they put with it.
Oh, pickled It's a pickled. What's the freaking spicy?
Yeah, whatever the ginger, pickled ginger.
Pickled ginger. Yeah.
I've actually had that. It's not that bad.
Yeah,
It's delicious with
yeah.
sushi.
No,
It's a trademark.
To be fair,
sushi.
good sushi. It's if it's not prepared though correctly, the ginger specifically, do not touch it,
Why?
or it will hurt your tongue.
Is it going to be because of the?
So
Well, it's not
I
prepared,
throw that
it's
and I'm like, okay, who's taking it up?
He immediately says, "I say I take it to him personal, act."
I say you do too. hey, Jean Paul.
Yep.
How about you roll up your sleeves a little?
Just to be clear, he is a large black man, and he still has some of those military tattoos. So let's see. I'm going to roll a passive intimidation check. I'm going to say charisma intimidation for him.
Yeah.
Which is 3 dice. 2 pass. Okay, yeah. He looks vaguely intimidating. It's kind of undercut by the fact that he definitely no. That actually would probably
I know,
help.
yeah.
He's going to rich white people. He's gonna scare the shit out of them. They're gonna be like, "What's that?"
It's kind of undercut by
Who's that one?
the fact that about half of his tattoos aren't like tough military ones on his forms.
Oh, they're like my dad's friend who has the Nightmare Before Christmas tattooed all over his forearm.
All of them, he has. This is actually a really cool tattoo I saw on someone when I was at work, so I'm stealing it. He has that. It has 2 do on his wrist and then just dots. All of just having Sharpie like different ingredients to buy. Just to be clear, it's kind of undercutting by the fact that he just looks kind of ridiculous. Also, he has a giant tattoo of a former love interest just over his entire left side.
Oh,
Shouldn't he
former.
Yeah. Let's put it this way. She is not in the same country as him right now.
I'm like,
Barrack's funny.
I say, Jean Paul, head upstairs.
Alright.
I walk
Alright, boss.
out into the like near the edge of the kitchen and I check out the waiting staff. Is there any girls with very fair complexions?
Due to how your thing works, yes. I have to tell you yes or no, by the way. Benefit of Ventru. There's no roll. It's just, is on my feeding type here? Yes or no?
So I go, I smile as I look at, do I know the girl's name?
One moment as I just roll a quick thing to check. Absolutely. She's one of the regular ones here. She's been working here maybe 2 years at this point. Helena.
Hey, Helena!
Yeah.
Can you come here, please?
No problem. Yeah.
I say, I need to talk to you out in the hallway.
She's, by the way, young 20s, red hair, vaguely, white, obviously. No, I mean, like, when I say white, I mean, like, Ireland without the sun white.
So very fair complexion.
Right.
So I say,
In other words, that Jason if he didn't go outside. Mm-hmm.
Helena, I need to speak to you over in the hallway.
Yes,
You
Bob.
didn't do anything wrong. I promise you.
She immediately, like, we both know that if that happened, you're not the one who'd be talking to me.
I know. Once we get in the hallway, I specifically take them to a hallway with no cameras.
Yep.
And I lock the door behind me.
This bit interesting.
I'm here to not gonna, I'm not gonna roll her get on her knees. So I have to roll
Check what the dice are. I'm checking for resistance, but yes, it would be. Cal is 3. It's intelligence plus wisdom, so
for you.
for me, you have is a charisma plus dominance.
We got James Webb Telescope picture.
It's not going to be a hard. The door that switcher from an unprepared. Heads up.
Shoot. Okay. 10. So that's a,
Remember to include your blood dice.
yeah. So 10. So the 10 2, right? 2 6.
There's another 10.
If there's another
It's additional.
8 and 9 3 4 3.
She, by the way, like 1 success. So yep.
So she gets these, right?
Yep.
I sweep her hair over her neck.
Oh boy. Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna sink my fangs.
Get on your
in
knees
start
and tell me.
Yeah, there's no need to roll here.
Yeah.
I could make you roll a bite attack, but so you're not slicing hunger because you were already at 1, but you do it.
Oh, I just wanted to feed on someone at the start of the session.
Oh.
I find that cool.
Yeah. Also, it was a good feeding scene, really, because you actually did it correctly. I'm leading them away, and I'm making sure that,
I'm just making sure I'm down to, like, I feed on her full.
Just to be clear, feeding on someone fully kills them.
No, I don't fully kill her. I feed on her. I'm good, and I go. I wipe my mouth. I pull up a handkerchief out, wipe my mouth, and I wipe her neck.
Yes, I just keep a handkerchief in the scope.
And then I wipe her neck. And
remember, vampire saliva seals the wound.
And it seals
just
the wound.
Heads up.
Oh no, I'm just wiping it to make sure that.
This is the Quinn's helping with the tutorial stuff.
And then I look at her. I look her dead in the eyes.
All right.
You don't remember anything about me taking you back here. You've had an incredible night. You're going to go get outside and get tipped by a large man.
She is.
The door. So that will mind.
Tell her. That would have and make you roll for it. But why?
Yeah, that makes sense.
Her pool is 4 dice.
I unlock the door and I'm like, yeah, that was a good talk. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. She immediately is giving that shorter version of she had no clue what. It's basically like when you're dealing with your boss, you kind of forgot the entire conversation.
Yeah.
Sure, boss.
As she's going out, I start like scratching my tooth a little bit.
I'll remind you, they retract. They only extend when they come out.
I'm scratching the
Again,
tooth.
I'm just giving the basics of anatomy.
What's in there like? That was pretty tasty.
Oh, right. Her resonance.
I fed on her like 3 times this week.
Ooh, that's not healthy.
Oh no, probably not 3. But I fed on her a lot, probably.
Yeah, I'm pulling up the hunger stuff. Because I know she does have a minor resonance of, I want to say, it's not melancholic, which is the sad one. Again, fun of me checking real...
Are we going till 10 or 9?
10.
10? Okay, perfect.
Yeah, character creation took a bit longer than I thought, which...
Okay with that?
It gave me a really good... This is the why when I said we're doing it right this time, I had to sit down for like 2 hours and go around, because now I know exactly whose heads I need to be in. Specifically, today's going to be a pretty much an easier session, aka I'm not going to try to fuck with your heads that hard.
Yeah. That hard?
You're dealing with me. You know exactly who I am. I'm of course going to do a little
I
screwery.
smile as I head back into the kitchen. I look around at, I look at all the line cooks and I make sure they're working. I start walking over them, checking their work.
I completely forgot something that... so I have some weird connections in the TTRPG community. I got some advice from one of them of, if we were in a TV show, who would they hire to play your character? Just something I thought would be interesting so that we all have visualization. Because I don't know why, but for some reason I'm thinking John Paul is played by, like...
Terry Crews is my head.
Of course. Of course. That's awesome, dude. I'm just giving you the heads up of...
You've watched Umbrella Academy, right?
Actually, no. I haven't gotten around to it. I have a lot of shows to get through, dude.
Okay, then okay, it's not the best.
Just in the picture, dude.
I'm thinking either do one or for your character. My character. Yeah, okay. Actor or I was thinking like I'm thinking more of
Okay, for the fact that I haven't gotten around to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be freaking Klaus. Klaus is the best.
I'm basically Klaus.
Yeah. Yeah, Klaus. Agree.
Thinking like for
Look up Klaus and then
More, I think more pale and more raggedy hair
okay.
and less drug.
I'm looking.
Got it, yeah.
So just to clarify. Okay. So just hair a bit and make you look more disheveled.
Yeah.
Perfect. Need to look up for you.
Something.
Show me up here, dude. Wow. Hair white.
It's longer, more just hair.
When I looked it up, this.
Yeah, yeah, basically.
Yeah. Well, each season, but yeah. It's a good character. But best.
I don't like a worker.
Best character in the entire show.
The thing. now I can't get him.
I'm like, and then I mean them putting decent well, but
When they have to address. If you that I don't get a character like I would a C character who happens to be a guy. What makes a bad representation? At best neutral.
Wait,
I do like the transition show season before she was lesbian and then they over things in the and I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
Brady.
Like character had
They had everyone food. From the guys. I was
list but podcasts about today work just for women. Women, it's hot like in Japan.
no.
It's not. It's not.
Why aren't you call that back to its face? No, so Brady said, like,
I'm smelling the food. And they're
go with
Surprisingly, the it's not they weren't. It's that they heard somebody walk in the room and then it's
appeared over.
you took your invisible now and they started like,
oh, no, yeah. Again, you're not going. You're gonna wait a little bit until the next year. Yeah, it's the Broadmoor's. It's fairly. There's always, at least time I've been. Of course, I've been one.
Yeah.
My like normal, you know. At least to 5 people who probably buy a little much of the alcohol, not to the point where they're passed out.
Large.
Let's see. Oh yeah, they're here. I'm trying to figure out. I was trying to get someone who isn't John Paul, because John Paul, I don't.
I would prefer very just go up to him and say, "You tip your boss." I make your boss. I feel like she's done a great job, don't you?
Are you trying to dominate here?
Aw.
Oh. Alright. One. Grab 2 more. Corporate guys have a gate ability. They shouldn't.
Yeah, I have to roll.
But that's 4. 4 successes. I can pull up
I'm
the
guessing charisma. Charisma and presence.
is manipulation and presence. Alright.
Just one last.
You do fail where she's like, I've paid well enough. And back to work.
I have a firewall.
Yes, I thought. Yes, very quick in it. Alright.
Start. Because I obviously have.
Everyone has watching. Yeah, it's about 9 p.m.
I know Jean Paul.
He's
Text Jean Paul.
a bit busy.
In the car. And I just sit down. Behind me, I go behind the wheel.
are you in an alleyway?
Well, I have 3 resources, so I'm gonna nice out.
No. I actually know a surprising amount about the layout. It's dining in some living area near and often.
Wait,
You know how the trucks back that have the other work to park. The only reason I know this is because there was an event there.
Is it-
About 8 that leads in.
Drive to the town.
Right.
I was gonna
I'm actually cut.
Him come on the car.
I'm hard cutting the scene.
So I'm any longer. I know you're
I'm yeah.
almost long.
As soon as the scene's done, I'm gonna have. I'm literally gonna have the board hand just on my. Yes, I see we have a deal.
From a fair
use that dialogue later. You're it's called the Crypt as it's old Colorado area. Nearest to the library, it's one of the houses.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's a bit larger. It's nicknamed the Crypt because it's painted almost all black, and is a vampire hideout. Specifically, it is the haven of Dominic and his one ghoul, Cecilia, who how long has been there, but she's been there since you were embraced.
So only 4 years.
I'm saying it's been older than that, guaranteed,
yeah.
but you know that she's at least been there as long as you have.
No, I got you. Okay.
Agreed. We have got to dissect shit in the basement. Would you like to help, or are you going to keep piddling away your time up there?
You hear the little... Wait, where am I?
I assume wherever you've been sleeping.
I'll just top of this building or something.
Yeah, and I've right.
Yes,
I'm the rafters of the... She's make for the rafters and just drop down.
He wants you in the basement. Post haste.
Starts going to the basement.
It looks more like a laboratory and library. Does an autopsy room. Complete with let's call it way too many copies of the Bible in different languages. Just strewn about. And on let's call it wood table. And let's just ignore the amount of rot. Yeah,
It's redwood.
No, I'm about to say, it was old oak at one point.
Now it's redwood.
Thing.
It's like so rotted.
It barely counts as a table some days. Anyway, and laying on this table, you don't know how they got actually on, is a lupine
Arm? Just the arm?
of a werewolf.
Okay.
Over it is a man in a well-dressed man in a suit, similar to one wine color of the one that only assholes buy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one.
All right, I'm running.
Just with a notebook. Oh, hello, Creed. You have more skill than I do. You start doing a dissection of this life, like recorded.
Kind of straighter. This is going to be
He hasn't even looked at you
emotional.
the entire time. He's just writing a book.
I'm going to stand up.
It's a lupine arm.
Okay.
It's got
Start dissecting when I roll.
medicine plus composure check.
Okay, well, I have no medicine. So, 3.
You could also roll melee plus dexterity, but it's going to have a higher.
That's only 2 plus. I'm going to go with 10. What's passing?
It result in the
8. 3 passes.
oh 3 passes. So 3 success.
Yeah. Because it's 5, right?
Not
5 and below failure.
5 below the fail.
Okay, yeah.
8 is a success. How many success?
3. Roll 3.
Deficient. Okay, on it, but it wasn't intense, so we don't worry about it. I won't say well. You don't. Okay, in my section here. Where the organ's intact
Yeah.
and doesn't damage the.
I'm not.
You at least cut tendons while you're getting it. It's all intact in air quotes. It's just. It's not a clean specimen, if that makes sense. There's definitely some bits of skin that were fully cut off.
My eyes seem to be dancing, and you can kind of hear me giggling.
I'm still surprised you didn't take any points of medicine, frankly.
I take medicine.
Because
I kill things. I don't.
dissection and knowing which veins to puncture and all that shit is also medicine.
Why would I want to help?
I'm saying medicine can also help you kill
I
shit.
can just stabby.
Fair point.
I'm not sane enough to go through the process of dissection.
As soon as he's finished his sketching,
Quinn.
Yep.
I have a 2016 Audi A8.
sweet.
So just for reference, that's what it does.
Very
Show me, boy. Oh, cool.
Yeah. As soon as he's done with his sketch of every, literally down to the bottom, he just places a pen in his notebook, folds it up. Oh yeah, and for the first time, he looks at you. His eyes naturally now look blood red, just because that's not a natural thing, by the way. Tattoos that must have happened on there, but that's beside the point. Oh yes, that reminds me. As he just places it into an inner pocket. You've been requested by Lord Eversworth on the 8th.
What day is it?
The 3rd.
Third. Okay.
We're going to cut directly to the 8th, but hey.
I just wanted to tonight just drive over to Gina Floors and go, fuck you! At their house.
You may do such. No role required.
I'd like to do the same thing. But I would be walking instead.
Oh, I was about to say, if you're both driving, I want you guys both to make a dexterity drive check. Then he would make a dexterity drive check. Yeah, never mind. Point is, you guys both get your adequates. Now for
It's inside the car. I don't know. I never would go, but I just go, fuck you! Remote gauge. I mean, not gauge. Creed. Fuck yeah!
Alright.
No, I'd walk by, but I'd make it so that my giggles reverberated around the whole house, and then I'd shout, fuck you, and run off.
So we're cutting straight to the scene?
Yes, I'm getting the blood poured.
Using the exclusive can.
I'm going to hand them out. Yes, I'm going to hand them out, though, dramatically later, but just pretend that I hand them over dramatically. Gotcha. Alright. You guys have both been called into a conference room. It's in a downtown building. It's that larger hotel right next to the gate, to the bridge.
Did I take Jean Paul or did I leave Jean Paul in charge of the kitchen? I think I left him.
That entirely depends on your
I
choices.
think I left him in charge of the
Yes.
kitchen.
Then you had to drive yourself here.
I don't have any thoughts in terms, but I can drive.
Yeah, you can. It's just you shouldn't be driving under stress, kind of thing.
Yeah, I'm not under stress at all, so.
Again, and entering the room, another well-dressed man in a black suit. I wouldn't say white as the ethnicity, but I wouldn't say any other either. If you had to guess, maybe mixed and Asian, and he just hands you both glasses of blood.
Is this from...
Yes, I salted all diets. Very expensive before I took care of this.
I smell it. I make sure it's human.
Yeah, it's human.
Sorry, my mom's texting me.
Yeah, no worries, dude.
Black.
Yes.
A little bit
So-
of giggling.
I'm going to assume that you both have no clue why you were summoned here.
Honestly, you said my skills do involve cooking, so I believe you want me to poison someone.
Wow. Well, a good assertion. Not today.
Murder?
Do you have any
I
other...
say that's what poisoning would be. Nice to meet you.
It's a note.
Yokim Akamu.
Creed.
Mm-mm.
Sorry, it's hard.
I know.
When you're not paying attention.
Very, very good for the... This is out again. Very good for extending Dignos.
I take my glasses and I'm like, thank you for the blood.
I'm going to ask... Before I dive in, I want to know if my reputation precedes me. Or not.
I would roll politics.
Oh yeah, intelligence politics for this one.
Pass.
This is 2 fails.
You know, you've got a short list. I'll give you the 3 names. Both of you guys, same thing. The names that could be is Ahmud Del Akrin, if it's a Banu Hakim. There's a Ventru who should be in the area named Guy Foster. You've never actually gotten a physical report for either of you. And then the most interesting of the 3. There is supposedly a Tremere who's been looking for interesting new talent named Bill Assisi.
Clearly it's the
Yes.
first guy.
That Assisi.
Is it Bill Assisi?
No.
It's clearly the
Well,
first guy.
you guys can guess. I'm just saying.
It's clearly the first guy
First
because
guy.
the third guy doesn't sound anything like him at all.
Rolled a 3 successes.
This is not somebody who
It's
has
the
much of a
third guy.
reputation.
Oh, not much of a.
He has some, but these are basically just people you've heard in the area
So,
and are not known
I just turned-
entities.
I'm like,
Interesting
could be-
new talents.
Are
You're
you,
a
I
chef.
said, are you looking for interesting new talents, perhaps?
Depend on the talent. Notably, he is again doing like I am, drinking out of a metal mug. That it's hard to tell what the contents of are.
Can I
Wait.
wait?
Actually, I don't think I know you, good sir.
Is there any way to tell if he's a vampire? He is a vampire, right?
Yeah, we
Now,
just caught a fucking.
It's some fun stuff. Wits awareness, or wits occult, depending on
Oh, what's a cult? That's
wits
fun.
occult is that you're looking for the signs of vampirism on the body. Wits awareness is that you're looking for.
I got
signs of the
8.
enemy.
Oops, sorry. Fail. Pass. Fail.
Remember that one of those blood dice.
We'll do
Pass. 3 passes. So 2
Pass.
passes and blood.
4 fails.
He is a kindred.
Oh, okay.
Note how I had to quickly say not K-Knight because I realized that you characters wouldn't know that name.
So that means he's a bloodbound or he's a half.
K-Knight difference. K-Knight is the word that the Sabbat and Nodus use. Kindred is the word that the Camarilla uses. It's literally just that small of a difference.
He's a bitch.
I turned to him and I'm like, I do not believe I've heard of your name, good sir.
Then my contacts are doing well.
Billy Bob.
Well, so where would you be?
Jeffrey de Mora. Banu Hakim.
Yokim Akumu. Venture.
I set my hand on top of their shaking hands and do it with them.
Alright. He immediately does the exact same thing you did after he just... But he's not doing it subtly, he's just immediately... Alright. Now that I've touched the heathens.
That's a good idea. I think I still got child's blood on there.
Alright then. That happened.
I just threw. I think I like you.
Alright.
I just smile as I flash my knife on my head.
I'm gonna open
Really?
up my little pocket and it's just
Wait,
gonna be
one
like
moment, I'm gonna check.
17 blades.
Uh-huh. Pass. I had to check to see how many... Pass. Got it. He immediately...
No, I literally took
Him.
the knife out.
Really?
Put a blade level.
Alright. Maybe I've made the wrong decision here.
What do you mean, sir? I just, whenever I see someone who has a fellow obsession with the blade, as I do, I most commend them.
Because
As they are
because
not
neither of you
trained-
seem to have subtlety.
So,
He immediately looks bored.
there are not many who truly follow the blade.
He immediately walks up next to you. There are also very few. You feel the edge of a knife into the back of your skull. Who are dumb enough to expose that they are armed unless they're willing to act on it.
I start laughing. Yes, but I say, why carry the weapon if not to intimidate?
To kill.
I say, a knife is not a weapon used to
Can I roll up to sneak up
That's
on
the
him?
gun's use.
He just immediately pulls it into your vision. It's a kukri,
Quinn,
if you know what that is. Yeah,
can I
he's
roll
like-
to sneak up on
Then
him?
you've never seen one of these before.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I just want to
Dexterity
do it well.
stealth!
I just want to do it well. He's
I say, nowadays the gun's use is for that. Knives are for a more civilized era, but only intimidation nowadays.
Also making it so that it's quiet.
asses.
Would you? I'm gonna have to roll some counters. Wait, he has aspect. Yeah, he has high enough aspects where I could also just use that. But so let's use his wits awareness. 1, 4, 5, 6.
Oh wait, do you add if they're? Oh, that's for 10s only though.
Yeah, he got 2 10s.
Okay.
Right. He just immediately, as you go up, you just catch a quick. How are you trying to do this before I describe it?
Well, I was going to take it up to his neck, but I
Oh,
also have
thank you.
heightened sentence. and rapid reflexes. So.
Just as soon as you go to, he just quickly elbows your arm, knocking it away from his neck.
Would I dodge that just because rapid reflexes and
He also has a high enough celerity where we could roll, but
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it's literally just that he was gonna knock it away.
I turn to him and I say,
as he just puts it away.
Also, I say, I do not. I recognize that. I do believe if I most likely going to be sent on a job with this man,
But
it is good
listen
for me to
up.
know what my weapons
Yeah.
are.
The knife went away as soon as he proved his point.
I say, but I also think that it is good for your ally to know what your weapon is.
You say that so calmly, ally.
Well, I'm.
Oh, you're gonna fight to the death?
Mission with him, am I not?
Hmm.
You require both of our services.
I require them both independently,
Ah.
and I'm not looking for either of you as hired blades. I'm from a clan that values what's the word I'm looking for? Killing. We are literally a clan of assassins, chosen by Hakim himself to be Allah's chosen blades. If you guys would like to roll some
I have no occult, so I'm like.
etiquette is actually.
Etiquette, really?
This is because, or politics to know this.
I got no etiquette.
Politics
Etiquette,
would
just
also.
etiquette.
I would allow you to make. It would be it would be probably intelligence, either politics or etiquette, depending on how you're doing this. With you, I can give you some information from a cult, but it won't be the right information for that. It'll be with the cult, by the way, for that.
I failed. I didn't even roll all my dice and I already failed.
Sorry, correction. Intelligence occult. For that one. Again, you always have 4.
Oh, yeah, I forgot I don't have a 4 anymore.
Okay, and that's and what did you
I
get
had
on the
2 more
blood dice?
I had 2 more dice to roll. So
And-
let me roll those 2 more dice.
3.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Hey! Those were both fails, I think.
Yeah, a 1 and a 4. That's
Yeah.
fair.
What did you get on your blood dice?
10 and a 7.
So the 7 was on your blood dice, I assume.
5 passes,
Cool.
2 fails.
Well, I'm gonna give his information to this lesser first. Banu Hakim are a largely Muslim
I'll
clan.
take the one
Yeah, again, the Banu Hakim are a largely Muslim clan,
back. No,
Well, yeah,
for
there are
age.
a lot.
and they genuinely believe that it was that they are not cursed merely going through another part of Allah's plan. Here's the fun part. You know for a fact that, due to your occult knowledge, you know for a fact that the way that he just said this, he at least has some connection with, let's call them, a certain subset of the sorcerer caste, sorry, the vizier caste of the Banu Hakim. Those would be their mages, if that helps.
Okay.
That's just what I had. Which, yes, that one was actually harder, because you're trying to get knowledge that's weird. Basically, you're trying to make a cult work like politics. So that was a DC 4, by the way. You barely got DC 2, dude.
Dude, I failed so bad.
Yeah, I'm the thing.
I sit that back down at the table and take one blood.
Well, I suppose it's more of a heist, actually. A few of my, let's call them associates, for lack of a better term, wish to liberate a certain tome from a library that I cannot enter.
I slammed the blood on the table. Oh. Say, and I'm just assuming here. Don't get me wrong. I do not mean any foul, but
Speak freely.
is it because it is a Christian temple?
Nodist, actually.
Modest.
Roll with intelligence occult if you guys want to know what Nodism is. If you guys, or you guys can make your own assumptions. I'll just.
It's the Church of America.
Pass and fail.
It is a vampire church. Is what you get.
5 passes, 2 fails.
It's the Church of Cain.
Gotcha.
Specifically, Nodism is the more intellectual version. That is only vaguely followed by the Sabbat.
Let's see.
Yeah. It will be happening on the 11th. We need you to liberate a
On the
certain
11th.
tome.
That's my birthday.
Interesting.
That's not, sorry, I just think it's And I also say poor tasting heisting. I mean, it doesn't make sense. People will be grieving
It's
the
when-
September 11th attacks, but
It's when people won't be looking.
it makes sense.
Also, it's the only time that I can get agents in. Speaking of, that's where you two come in. I know for a fact you can get an alibi very quickly.
I smell.
As for
I just pull out my phone and start texting immediately.
I suggest keeping the listening device away until I'm done with the plan.
Hey Siri. I don't do that. But I
You just
put it back in my
hear-
pocket on pause.
Again, when he said that, he did reach into about here. Then he just moved away. Okay. So, this is where our little net... Yeah, he would not know which clans, by the way, both of you are.
I told him.
You told him Ventru.
Venture, yeah.
So,
I'm insane. I don't even know what.
and then I
I'm
assume
from.
that that's where our clan of the Moon Brother comes in. Would you guys like to roll politics for me to tell?
No.
Sure.
It's literally just what that nickname means.
Pass.
Malk. Their nickname is the Clan of the Moon.
So he thinks you're a Malk. Makes sense.
Yeah. I need you to use a little power called the Cobwebs to make sure that none of your other get will understand the plan.
Is cobwebs one of their things?
That would be a hard occultism roll.
Okay.
Like intelligence occultism.
DC of like 4 or 5, I'm guessing. Oh, but you have really high occult.
Yeah.
Try 6.
He has 4 in occult.
That's a clan secret. This would be some shit.
Get another 10. Is it 2 10s?
Oh, no.
No, I only get the 1.
Pass. 4 passes, 3 fails.
You have no,
No,
clue.
this
what,
one's a 6.
That's
sorry.
that's
You still have no clue what the Cobwebs are.
So that's 5 passes and 2
From context clues, it's probably something to do with Malks, but that's all you can get, man.
What do you need my specific skills for?
Infiltration. While you're in there, I need you to abduct. It's,
Wait, how does he know it then? Sorry.
Hmm?
How would he know it?
How do I want to put this? He's a lot older than you.
I figured. I'm sitting there, I smile.
Oh, that is one thing I forgot to import from. Okay, so Vampire did come out with, like, it's not revised, but it had a second thing. And one thing I love about it is one little ability I'm stealing. You guys always vampires will always sense a stronger vampire in the room if there is one.
But
Unless
he's
they
not
are
a vampire.
unless they are concealing their true power.
I thought he was
is.
a servant.
No.
No. I meant
He is a vampire who is acting as an intermediary.
I started spinning
for
my
someone
I'm
far
getting
more
bored,
powerful.
so I'm getting kind of bored, so I start spinning my knife on my pinky just.
Again, and he gives you a descriptor, black tome with it should have the picture of a oak leaf. It's not this one. On the front, and it will. Do you speak Latin by chance? He says before he continues the descriptor.
No.
You see what I thought? I just started speaking to him in French. I speak a little French. Listen, well, I speak a lot of French actually.
He does not speak French. So he's just like, okay, that's a no.
I speak big Latin.
Not a language. That's an
Would you-
encryption type.
I call him an idiot in French. You are an idiot. You don't understand me.
And,
Hola.
it should be in a sealed case at the altar. I just need you to pinch it and get it back to me by the 18th. This
By
is
the 18th, so the heist doesn't have to technically happen on the 11th.
It's
does
the
it?
only time you guys can probably get in, but I'm more saying that we will meet here on the 18th for the handover of documents.
And I just turned to you.
What's in it for us?
That's not to be my question, but I'm assuming there is a reward. There is a reward.
How do I want to put this? Yes, there's a reward. The better question is there are 2 offers, depending on who you wish me to give it to. On one of their hands, it will be a sizable domain, but not huge. On the other hand, a vial of blood. About maybe 1/6 full. from a Generation 6.
Can't you use that blood to increase your blood potency?
That's one way. Out of game. Yeah. It can also give you the ability to learn disciplines as in clan that you were not supposed to at that blood strength compared to yours.
I'm just gonna say I haven't breathed this entire time. I'm just they're like
Most vampires forget to at some point. As in, some vampires actually pick up the habit of smoking just to remind them to breathe. Just to practice it.
I'm just sitting there like 6th gen.
The clan, by the way, is not disclosed in this.
I smile. I think you might have a deal, like I said.
Wonderful.
If he is willing to.
Blood.
I think he's willing.
We're already
My brethren friends are just saying, I just in French under my breath I say, fuck, I'm gonna need Jean Paul.
Alright. He just hands you... yes, I believe that you are the better contact here. He grabs out of one of his pockets a black business card with the numbers are in silver and there is no other information on it. And he hands it to you.
I slide it straight into my wallet.
I like to roll to steal that.
Logical.
I mean, sure.
What would that be? Stealth? Probably?
Yeah, stealth larceny. Dex larceny.
And what would I roll against it?
Wait.
What's awareness?
Okay. What is subterfuge again?
Subterfuge is lying.
That's right. Stealth. Okay.
2 passes and a fail.
I got 2 passes and this guy fell down. 1 second. 3 passes.
2 passes and a fail, so you steal it.
I'm still confused how your wit's awareness is only 3 dice, but...
My awareness is a 1 and my wits is a 2.
Yeah, that makes sense. I make most characters good at wits awareness, but that's because I make a lot of mages. Slash Tremere who wits, so...
See, if I had rolled that time, I would have gotten 2 times, but whatever.
Yep. Okay. Sniper rifle's okay. Alright. So, you have his wallet with whatever you're going to do with such.
I just immediately turned to you. What?
This is, by the way, with setting character.
I turned to you. You have my wallet.
No.
Wits insight, I guess, for you. Manipulation subterfuge for you. You know.
That's 2 passes.
1 second. I have to collect in on my die.
Manipulation.
3 in subterfuge, 2 in manipulation.
Makes sense.
3 passes, 4 passes, and 1 fail.
Damn. Sorry, that's out of game. He's like,
I think he has my wallet.
I think you're lying.
understood.
I immediately just tap my pockets. You have my wallet.
No.
I don't
You have my wallet.
He just looks at you. If I wanted your wallet, I would have taken it upon you entering the room.
You have my wallet.
I think he has your wallet.
Which, just a note, that is the Technoblade excuse of, if I wanted to do it, if I had ulterior motives,
you
I
know
would have already...
Technoblade's dead, right?
Compel.
Yes, I watched the morning video, dude.
We all have. What?
Compel.
You,
I compel him to see if he has my wallet or not.
You guys know which rolls you have to make.
No, I don't.
Oh, then I'll read them all. Compel, yes. Where was I? Yes. Compel is you're really wishing to check a level 1 against another vampire, huh? Alright. Who are you? Him or...
Him.
Wonderful, because I was about to say, because I can just offhand tell you it won't work on him. Not because of anything good, it's just you can spend a willpower. Mm-hmm. By the way, just a reminder, you guys can always spend a willpower to re-roll any failed things that aren't on a hunger dice.
Okay.
Or technically you can also do it for passes, but...
So, let me...
Compel...
What am I rolling to?
Charisma Domination, Intelligence Resolve.
Oh, fuck yeah.
You both are playing to your strength, by the way.
Yeah.
I need 2 more.
What do you have 6?
6, yeah.
I have 6 too.
Play them. Hunger dice are not on
Oh
these
wow, I
levels.
only got 2 passes.
Dude, why don't you just roll
Pass,
them all at
pass,
once?
fail, pass. Fail. 2 passes.
How many?
I win.
Passes. Ties go to defender?
Sure.
Fuck! Yeah! No, I don't.
So I'm gonna willpower that.
I'd like to willpower that.
Willpower cannot be used on discipline checks.
Fuck!
Okay, never mind.
That's something. That is one of the very specific rules. You could have, though, checked it on your insight. You could have spent some willpower to reroll all fails that weren't on your blood dice.
You did steal my. Please give it back.
I would never. Oh my god. I don't want it that
Let me
way.
check something.
Point. You should look over there.
Got it.
I'm gonna pick up his wallet and start looking at the
Wits
card.
awareness, please.
Me? Me? Wits awareness.
Yes.
I also have heightened senses, if that affects.
Really, you chose heightened senses, not sense the unseen.
Yeah.
So you didn't want.
Well,
to
I only have one in aspects.
Aspects allows you to choose either sense the unseen or heightened senses. I was saying, I'm surprised that you didn't take, the one that allowed you to see ghosts.
I start.
Yeah, whatever.
I saw.
Wait, what was it? It was wits awareness.
Fucking
horrible.
Yeah. Heightened senses have to be activated. You didn't beforehand, so.
Wits. Oh shit. That's more than I thought.
Oh.
Pass. 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 3 passes. 3 fails.
Lovely. Well, you go to look for the wallet. It's no longer there.
It's not.
As he just immediately
Oh, I'm
holds it up
complaining.
into your hand. Here's your wallet back.
See, he
Don't-
had your wallet.
Don't allow
Did he
him to
not
take it
have your
again.
I
wallet?
immediately check to make sure nothing's missing.
Nothing is missing. Though there is
Oh,
a coin
shoot.
in the over whatever your equivalent of a driver's license, like over where you have your license. There's just a quarter covering your face.
See, he stole your wallet.
I close it and I put it in the other pocket.
If I had stolen his wallet, why would I have put money in there?
Then why do you have his wallet?
Because, you know what? I'm not paid enough to deal with you two.
He stole your wallet.
He just walks out of the room.
As he walks out. Yeah, I'm too scared to accuse him of that.
Well, you think he did, right?
Possibly. So, okay, I already forgot where we need to steal it from. I just know it's a Church of Nod.
Oh, you were listening? I wasn't.
So I know we have to steal a black brown book from the Church Nod, and it has a picture of a leaf on it.
Yep.
I gotta do webs. I'm Spider-Man.
Say, believes you're a Malkavian, I believe.
To be fair, you probably would have at this point
Yeah,
too.
I do too. I'm like,
You-
so you're a Malkavian? You are a crazy man? That proves my theory. Hey, Jean-Paul,
Yes, boss?
how's the kitchen doing?
Well, nothing's on fire. That's about the best I can tell you.
I tell him in French, I made a deal.
Wonderful. I will prepare the champagne.
I say, and I will bid you a good night. I will come to the Broadmoor tomorrow night, and we can go over planning. I immediately leave with my hands on my pockets.
The car is up. Oh yeah, you drove yourself here. I was about to say, if John Paul was in the car, he would have already pulled it up.
I sit in the driver's seat, lock the doors immediately, check the car.
Well, there is no one in the back that you see.
I like to roll to get into the car. No.
I locked the doors, Jack.
You can still try to pick the doors. It's just fun.
I start driving back to the Broadmoor.
What would picking the doors be?
It would be technically technology because of how the doors are set.
I'm kind of stressed out right now. I'm swerving a bit.
As you're doing that one roundabout to get in, you hear da 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 da.
Answer.
I'll remind you, this is definitely one that has the built-in speakers.
Mm.
Hey, boss. We got someone asking for you by name.
Is it white-haired fellow?
No.
You think I ran? Probably.
Larger guy. Vaguely looks so. I guess European, maybe.
Tell Jean-Claude Van Damme to sit his ass down and wait for me.
All right.
I pull back all the way. I get up and walk into the kitchen.
Yep.
putting on my apron immediately.
Yep.
And start heading to where Jean-Paul.
Yes, boss.
Where is Jean-Claude Van Damme?
He just said, you just see a guy sitting there next to one of the things, just plaid shirt in there.
Hello, good sir.
Oh yeah, I'm probably should have told you the age. He's maybe 32. That helps. Short cut brownish hair, let's say.
What is
Is he
phlegm?
kindred? Excuse me, sorry.
If so, he is not stronger than you. You don't get like that sense of
Shit.
oh shit, I'm dealing with somebody powerful.
Can I see your
But
phone and your incognito mode real quick?
But to be fair, you didn't get that from the Banu Hakim, and he very clearly.
Is much powerful.
Yeah.
I smile at him. And what can I do for you, good sir?
Well, you see, unfortunately for you, we're going to. You've been, let's call it invited, for lack of a better term, to deal with the head of the board in the local area.
When may I have been called?
The 11th. He gives you the same address that you were supposed to steal from.
Oh, did you, just I said, did you know that today actually happens to be my birthday?
That is unfortunate.
I know. I turned him. God, it was a great birthday all through the 80s and 90s. And the fucking terrorists attacked.
Oh, and he immediately said. He just continues on a parody of the Avatar intro.
Long ago.
As if he said,
Long ago, your birthday was good, but everything changed when the damn terrorists attacked. Only the true racist can racially prejudiced against all Arabics and stop them from getting on planes.
And I believe that they can ruin the world. He says as he's walking out.
Are there any sick wards? Maybe hospital nearby?
You know the map.
I pull out my business card and I flip it to the backside.
Black piece of paper, dude.
Flip over, look at the numbers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a business card.
Yes, I'm also very surprised that you didn't immediately pick up on what I was going for, but it's
Wait,
fine.
Broadmoor?
I do.
Where am I at right now? Because I'm not at the Broadmoor. We never even specified where it was at, just that it was an address.
It's in the Springs. We'll just say it's Old Colorado.
Oh, I know the exact address.
I was assuming Old Colorado. Am I correct on that?
Would you like me to tell you guys metagaming knowledge of where the address is?
Oh no, not the address we're stealing from. The address that we.
I just wanted to know the
Oh.
area.
There's a hotel. When you guys, I'll show you guys actually. It's a real location. So how often do you guys go into the downtown area? Over that, it's over the bridge, past the Dunkin' Donuts and the Bearded Lady Tattoo Shop, if that's helpful.
Yeah, I know where that is.
Yeah, you know when you go over the bridge, that there's that bank and hotel that's right to your immediate left? It was a conference room in there.
Okay.
In downtown Colorado Springs?
Yeah, it's right over the gate from here.
I said I lean over to Jean Paul and I say,
Right over the gate.
"Hey, Jean Paul."
Yep.
Man, so tonight's really going in my favor. Say,
Is it though?
I need to steal something from this place I was just invited to.
And I'm gonna pretend I didn't hear that.
I'd smile. You're a good man, Jean Paul.
No, you just pay me well.
Say, do I pay you anything?
Yes.
I literally just put a slit in my arm and put it over to him. Do I?
Not now. Bit too public.
Just lick it. And I'm like, okay. Sorry, ever since I drank that blood tonight, I've been feeling a little
I
woozy.
don't think I've ever been to the Broadmoor.
Okay, that's somehow not surprising.
If I'm sitting there like feeling woozy because of the blood, I'm just doing this as a character effect because
Yep.
I like to drink fresh, and I'm like,
Yep.
Jean Paul,
Mm-hmm.
what time is it?
He gives you the exact time down to the minute. Oh, right. I'll actually 9:37, and that's about time.
9:37. I thought it was later. I thought it was almost morning. I still have so much cooking to do.
Yes, boss.
I've whipped my knife out and started spinning it around.
Oh, boy.
All right, line cooks.
Okay.
What's the most expensive order ordered right now?
One of them just looks foie gras right now.
Who's looking at right now?
Why is Panino's more important than the
That
hospital?
same guy's just like, yeah, that would be me right now.
Would you mind if I took over?
Be my guest.
I'll slide in.
He immediately says, I'm gonna get started on that salad. And
Slide in and I'm just
the
like,
slides up over.
I turn the heat down almost immediately.
No, this is someone who you've worked with for multiple years.
Mm-hmm.
He has a tendency to believe that heat equals less time on the thing. That's not an awful cooking work, by the
I
way.
know. Immediately.
But your name, Quinn.
Yeah.
I can't help but notice that this concoction that I need to raise the dead does not specify whether this needs to be human.
That's intentional.
You can use Vitae.
Yes, you can.
Or just find a dog, make him really sick.
Not probably your best plan, but it would work.
Smile, I'm thinking I can preach the message.
Wait, Vitae?
Vampire blood.
Well, it needs to be blood, and it needs to be bile, and it needs to be...
You could hypothetically
Mucus.
use your entire only from your body.
Wait, I need to be sick. when I
Multiple
get
times I've
mucus.
sat there and just wondered, I could breach master it right now. And like pricked my finger above the meal and then immediately sucked on it.
Wait, I can use my own blood?
Vitae dropped into it.
Funny thing, that's not exactly how the Vitae would work. I don't think your character would know that, but
Oh, I definitely wouldn't.
Wait, can vampires throw up?
yes, when you eat normal food, that is the result. Except for, oddly enough, if you have a high enough humanity, red wine.
Alright, I'm going to a restaurant.
Alright.
I got a... Wait, actually, I need a glass jar first.
Sorry, I just thought of the glass jar meme.
Cool.
It's the guy who
Two girls, what? No.
No,
No.
it's either the My Little Pony experiment or it's the guy who puts a glass jar up his ass.
Alright,
Why not both?
alright.
As I'm fixing the meal, I'm like, order up, put up.
Yep, it's immediately taken by one of the waiters, and you're just handed a slip of paper. It's the next order. This one is, let's call it special. As it's, let's say, it has more lists of half of the thing is just different alcohols that need to be readied for them. And just, they also want, for some reason, would your character have been trained on how to deal with blowfish and...
Yes.
Yeah. They're requesting a stew with blowfish in it.
So it's craft.
Not
and
on the menu, by the way. Just to clarify that. They're asking for something custom, and the waiter actually just handed it to you. So, yeah, that'd be craft. Let's go with for something like this where it's definitely going to take time. Intelligence would work.
Wait, I got a question.
Yep.
So you said that it, where I'm at right now is near here?
So I didn't need to roll that one.
Yeah, it's relatively.
Pass.
I'm gonna go to the,
5 passes.
It's done. It takes you about half an hour to get the thing proper ready, but you get it.
Can I go to the... Is it Safeway right here?
Safe with the bit up the road, yeah.
Yeah, can I go to the Safeway, buy a mason jar of
Oddly
spaghetti sauce?
Yeah. I'm not even going to make you roll for that, because it's a Safeway.
I'd like to go
At
behind
this
the
point,
Safeway
like
where
10.
all the homeless people are.
Yep.
We're behind the Taco Bell, actually.
You're not wrong!
Take off the lid,
Yep.
dump out about 75% of the tomato sauce, and then the rest of the tomato sauce
Going straight
I'm
down
going
here.
to slurp down.
Ooh, this is going to be a fun. I need a willpower check from you.
Oh, shit.
That's, you roll as many dice as you have remaining willpower.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Yeah. This is going to be a somewhat interesting DC.
That's my hunger die.
You don't roll a hunger die on this. It's just considered a normal day.
That's 4 successes and 2 fails.
You don't want it to go down, but it goes down. You really wish it didn't. You really wish it didn't.
I'd like to attempt to throw up.
Oh yeah, that was to make sure you. Yeah, it don't take long. It's
I throw up into the jar.
oddly enough, no vitae.
It's okay. I don't need vitae.
You need bile.
I need bile.
There's not much bile in vomit.
Especially in a corpse that doesn't produce anything.
You said I could get everything
All your
from
bodily
my
fluid.
body.
Yeah, I said it doesn't. I never said it would be a pleasant experience.
I could still get it. You're saying bile?
Yeah.
What's
your
bile
body,
again?
It's in the gallbladder.
notably not your stomach.
Fuck it. Are there any homeless guys in the back?
Oh, fuck.
Oh yeah, easy.
Are you in the back of Taco Bell or the back of Safeway?
Back of Safeway.
The answer is yes.
To
There,
the side of Safeway, really. down
it don't
that
really
road.
matter.
Yeah, there's definitely hobos.
No, yeah.
I'm gonna
That's where
go.
the hobos are.
I'm gonna go up to one of the tents and just kind of like knock on the flap.
One moment, I'm gonna make you roll a quick check, but
Can I roleplay the hobo?
yes, you can. I need to.
Is it 1 or 2? I got to know how many people are in there.
2.
This heroin's pretty tasty, man.
Oh, I could take him down.
Whiskey.
Shh. This is going to be fine.
He's just like,
Well, he's got to open up the flap first.
who's there? Who's there?
Does he open up
The
the
ghosts. The ghosts are there.
I slowly start unzipping it. Hello?
No, that. By the way, that was the other hobo in there.
No.
Saying that was the ghost.
I'm going to grab the thing, rip it open, and then walk into the tent and then slowly
You have
start
rapid
to
reflexes,
close it.
right?
Yeah.
You're
It
going.
doesn't matter. I don't have that false or that thing.
Yeah.
Also, it's a tent.
I'm going to. Let's see. What one is
Still my
that?
domain.
Fuck off.
Yeah, that's a dexterity. I believe it's athletics. Because you have rapid reflexes. Else you just have to, let's say, take some stuff.
Wait, why?
You just open the flap. You do know that we're in the state where hobos have shotguns, right?
Yeah, not in this tent behind the Safeway.
Well,
and they're both on heroin. Come on.
He was on heroin. The other guy's on meth. Just to be clear.
Oh, okay. Never mind. You're right.
He got nothing.
Oh, so he doesn't
pulls the trigger. He fires the shotgun in the ground.
You said dexterity plus athletics?
Man.
No
Okay,
need to
doesn't
roll.
matter.
He got it.
Yeah. Ammo costs too much.
Shit. You right.
Yeah,
I
guys.
want to stay on the street tomorrow.
We need to kill some squirrels with knives to eat.
Yeah.
I'm just here to party with you guys. Slowly starts to zip up the tent.
You ripped open the tent, dude.
No, I yanked up the zipper.
Oh,
Yeah.
Quinn understands now.
And I stepped inside and I'm just here to party with you guys.
Party. Oh, bro.
We all want to party, man.
I like to shank both of
Pass
them.
you my dirty needle.
No. I'm doing that pure crystal.
No, shut up.
No,
I guess you could roll.
drugs
for
wouldn't
it.
be injected into your body.
Huh?
Drugs
It does
don't
no
affect.
effect.
Oh.
Yeah, drugs don't affect vampires.
Yeah, I just immediately.
He just wasted perfectly.
I'd like
good
to
heroin
shank
on
him.
you. Dex melee.
I'm not even gonna roll.
DC is 3, by the way.
This is my one roll.
Oh, I passed. Oh, I passed
also
real
passed.
hard. I passed on all of them. 5 rolls, 5 successes.
One success.
You're dealing with a mortal. How do you want to do this?
I'm just gonna like shake him in the forehead.
Wait. So let me get this straight. You're taking a knife and putting it here?
No, I'm taking a knife
Oh, he's
and
stabbing
I'm
up
going.
through the neck into the head.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that works better.
I mean, that's
Good
still-
idea.
You'd probably need a longer knife to get to the brain.
It's still going to kill him.
Yeah, you're fine. Sorry, you're dealing with a guy
Whether
who...
it's the juggler or
Roll
not.
a blood check so don't go into a frenzy because you just stabbed me through the carotid artery.
Yeah, he's right.
Which is just one die.
Willpower check.
Oh, willpower.
That's what willpower is mostly used to resist frenzy. This is a 5, by the way.
A 5.
Yeah, there's a lot of fucking blood.
That's 2, right? Because 2 10s make it 4.
You can make 4.
Okay. 5. Yeah, I got 7.
Yeah, there's a lot of blood here. I'm still going to increase your hunger by 1.
Alright.
Note, it was that or I put you in a hunger frenzy.
To be fair, I'm probably going to eat them in a second.
Then
then
it'll instantly decrease. It's just, yeah.
I'd like to shank the other guy.
Huh? What?
This is such a weird acid. I mean, what are you on?
Dude, just stab him.
I'm gonna stab him.
I'm not fully dead.
Oh, this is why we all.
What is it? It's
We all need
you
that
said melee
good
plus
shit.
dexterity.
Yep.
I'm flipping and flopping, spraying.
4 successes, 1 fail.
It's not as clean as you'd like. He's actually still alive.
I'm gonna stab him in the chest this time.
Oh, no, I'm saying that you
Yeah.
go to stab him. It does make contact, but you've only dealt 4 aggravative. He has 5 health because he rolled the 2 dodge because the methamphetamine made him paranoid. As in,
I'm gonna
depressant. Paranoia shit.
I'm gonna slowly like caress him.
Hey, that's not cool, Cash Money. Nah, go back to whatever hellhole you came from, Acid Demon. He's gonna try to shoot you again with the shotgun.
Can I roll to grab it out of his hands?
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's a strength brawl.
I'm gonna not do that. I'm just gonna roll to shank him again.
You don't want to dodge the bullets?
I'm gonna roll to dodge the bullets.
Yeah, it's athletics dex. Here's a hint. He had 2. He had 2 successes.
Oh, I got 2 dice. Let's hope I win. 2 10s. Shit, I failed both of them.
You're taking 3 superficial damage.
Okay, that's not that bad.
Because this is a badly repaired buckshot. So, yeah, it's not going to deal too much.
Ow! I'm gonna roll to shank him.
Just to be clear, superficial damage is not that bad, dude.
Yeah, and I can heal that just by eating them, huh?
That, or just sleeping overnight.
To both?
I'm guessing it's around like 3 in the not 3, like around midnight now.
About 1, actually.
Yeah, but I'm in like a
Yeah,
safe way.
That
So
means the cops aren't coming for a while.
I'd like to
It's
shank him.
It's dead homeless people. It's shotgun blast behind a safe way. We both know what happens there. The cops will come around in the morning, clean up the bodies, and maybe arrest whichever homeless people are nearby as suspects.
Can I
I'm
shank
blessing
the
my
dude
dice
that's
right now.
got 1 health?
Hmm?
Can I shank this dude?
I'm not gonna make you roll.
Good, because I succeeded.
Yeah, I don't care, dude. You kill him.
Bahola +1 to all.
Alright, I'd like to carve out the gall. Or
Cool. You.
That's
That's a intelligence medicine check.
Okay.
Trying to do dissection.
Well, I don't need it to be very gentle. And only on one of them. The other one is for eating.
Cool.
Are you gonna eat the heroin or the meth guy?
That's two successes.
Yep. You accidentally cut it open.
That's fine. I just need a little bit of it.
You need the You need the interior, right?
Just
You
the
eat
bile.
inside of it.
Yeah. Then. Yeah. You've cut it open. So let me put it this way: you try to extract it wholesale. It ain't coming out wholesale, but you can get some bulk. It'll be a mix of blood and dip, but
And bile. That's fine. That's basically what I need. And what I need. What's the other thing I need?
Blood, bile, and
Oh, phlegma. That's just in his throat, huh?
phlegm.
Phlegm. Yeah, phlegm.
Oh. Nose.
yeah.
Yeah, but it can be in the back of
Nose, back of the throat work.
If you punch him right here, it might
it. Too much blood.
punch the sinuses.
What am I supposed to do here? Carve out his face for the... Well...
Or just wait until someone sneezes.
That doesn't take long. Just hang around these sick homeless people.
And then what? Charge into their homeless camp and be like, give me your snot!
Just wait until. Wait, who are you gonna feed on? Are you gonna feed on the heroin or the meth dude?
Well, the heroin dude's the only guy left. The meth guy is kind of
By the way, just to note, there was phlegm coming out when stabbed his throat.
There's still phlegm running down.
Yeah, it should still
Yeah,
be there.
yeah,
It's
there is
just
some.
like, I'm just gonna take the jar, just go, like...
So just to be clear, the contents of that jar now: stomach acid, some bile, some
What
Vitae.
stomach acid?
You threw it directly back into a jar, my man. You did not.
You did too.
So let's. There's about half a jar's worth of pasta sauce. Your stomach acid.
No, I
his
ate-
gallbladder,
yeah, that's
some stuff, some phlegm, and both your and his blood. Just a tad bit.
25% pasta sauce. It's 25 pasta. It's actually
You
the
then-
dead body guy.
Oh, correction, you're right. 25% pasta sauce.
This is gonna create some weird ass.
All right, I'd like to try and rely to create.
That would need your domain.
No, it doesn't.
Dude, I'm
Does it?
saying that needs downtime. Rituals and ceremonies both need downtime. AKA something you cannot do in a scene.
So.
And we're gonna cut directly to the 11th, by the way.
Do you think? What is inside this homeless tent?
Some sleeping bags,
That's what I was hoping to hear. I'm gonna
Um,
stuff both of them into
some
sleeping
glasses,
bag. I'd like to stuff both of them in a sleeping bag.
about a half-spent box of shotgun shells. Yeah, you put them back in the sleeping bag.
I'd like to take the
This
sleeping
question
bag
remains,
with me to the
Who are you
base.
feeding on?
Wait, where am I taking them?
I don't know. You're the one who picked up the bodies.
I know, but do I even have a domain?
No, not yet. That's the reward for stealing a book.
This is my temporary domain.
Or turning...
Cops are gonna show up in the morning.
Yeah.
Um,
Remember, when in doubt, dig a hole. That's not a joke. That is literally Hopeless Vampire 101. When in doubt, dig a hole.
I just have I'm lucky enough to have a room at the Broadmoor.
let's see. I know where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep in safely.
Do not try to sleep in Safeway.
With 2 dead bodies in the
No, I'm more worried about sunlight.
Yeah, no, I'm thinking.
There's always at least one of those campers there.
Do tents work for?
Yes, but cops are coming.
Yes, tents do work against sunlight, but do you really want to risk meeting final death because some idiot wanted to check on these two?
Well, I
And
could
open
just
the gate?
drag the tent.
Yes, sir. Okay, we're almost done.
Anyways, I could just drag the. Yeah, can I check to see if are there any?
And note, you do go into torpor as soon as the sun rises.
Okay. Any camper vans?
It's the Safeway parking lot. What do you think?
Quite a few.
Well, define camper van. There are vans that people are living out of.
That's close enough.
Yes. Now, if they're sunproof, is a different question, but you know.
All right, I'm gonna go to the nearest one and look inside. Who's in there?
Run to like
You could also get back to your home.
Yeah, but I'm still carrying.
Or-
I don't have a home.
Yes, you do.
You're staying with your sire still.
You're still staying with your sire. It's just not your domain.
How far is the sire? My sire.
Dude, he's at like he's near the old Colorado Library.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna run there with my sleeping bag.
I can walk from the Safeway to the old Colorado Library in about 2 hours.
My sleeping bag
And
with
that's
2
with
corpses
me,
in
let's
it.
call it being a bit more slower paced.
I'm just gonna walk into the door with like this 2 bodies in the sleeping bag
You
flowing
bring
over
in
my
the
shoulder.
bodies, I guess.
Yes.
Yep. And I think that that's where we should fade to black as we have set up the heist of the century.
I'm stealing the book. The book of not Nod, but
No, the Revelations of the Dark Mother. That's the name of it. By the way, an actual VTM supplement. Also, there is only one Nodist who I've introduced in the entire... There are 3 Nodists I've introduced in the entire state.
25% pasta sauce.
And only one of them lives in Colorado Springs.
I just like to say it does not specify that it can't have other things in it either.
and I'd like to point out that
Yep.
it has phlegm, pasta sauce, vitae. It's not gonna work.
Oh.
Why would